Welcome back to Macrodosing. I am Arian Foster, your host. We got the replacement for PFT. He's no longer on the show. It's Donnie in the studio. We got chilling dog. We got Billy. We got Big T. We got Mad Dog. We got Avery. The whole gang minus the loser that ain't here. I should probably stop banging on him, huh?
He was last seen in Senor Frogs saying, "It is so awesome here. I'm never leaving." So that's where we lost PFT to, Senor Frogs.
That's what it is.
Do you blame him?
Shout out to
No.
Yeah, I absolutely blame him. Yeah. Well, Billy might not because I don't fuck with frogs. But we all appreciate you guys coming through, checking us out. The only podcast on the internet. What's up, though, everybody? How's everybody feeling, man?
Chilling. It's about to be. I'm feeling little summer vibes today. Were you guys getting summer vibes?
Mm-hmm. I love this day of the year.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
No, sun's out.
It needs to be 52. It's like 62. It's too hot.
No, this is why we roll coal for days like today when it's February and it's sunny out. This is why we pump the atmosphere full of toxic chemicals.
If I was in college, I'd be like day drinking right now. It'd be so fun.
Yeah.
It's like 70. It's 76 over here right now.
It's only 60 here.
Yeah.
That's not that. That's not that.
It's
crazy.
about to.
I mean,
it's about to get stupid. I'm also getting back in shape too. Super Bowl abs was a no-go, but we're gonna try for April abs.
Final Four abs are the new one.
Is that March?
Like
First weekend
of April.
Okay, April abs. Let's shoot for April abs. Specifically because when you puffy and it's hot, it's the worst thing because the rolls get sweaty and it's like puffy and hotness, it just don't match. So like I gotta get a little trimmed up before the summer hit. So also so I can start wearing like little smaller clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide the rolls when it's hot outside. So it's about that time, y'all. We gotta lock in. Billy, you got the muscle shirt on?
Yeah, sun's out, guns out. I was feeling it.
You've never had actual rolls.
Yeah, I mean not like jumps were like for real, but I could see the development of them starting. And so anytime I get to that point, that's when I lock it in. And so right now I'm in the locked in phase. I've been eating really healthy, drinking number water. It's been fun. Except for last night I had a hot pot. Oh, I know you've had hot pot, Donnie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hot pot is amazing. Yeah,
hot pot is amazing. It will give you explosive diarrhea. That happens almost every time I go. It's not like necessarily. Actually, it can be painful if you have really spicy hot pot. That shit's gonna burn your asshole on the way out. But it is a wonderful dish, especially in the middle of the winter when it's cold and like rainy out. You go into a hot pot place and it warms your soul.
Yeah, see, hot pot is really dope, man. I had never been introduced to it before. So for those that don't know, hot pot's basically like you go to this like a little spot, you pick a broth, and then you pick all the accoutrement aside. So you pick all the veggies and you pick the meats, and then they bring it out all raw, and then they boil it right in front of you, and you boil it, and you basically cook your own shit. So you cook your own meats, you cook your own veggies, and you sit there and boil it in the broth. And it's just the broth is so rich and so thick. It's just so amazing. I do get the spicy every time though. What you go to?
Yeah, same here. You got to go spicy hot pot. I've put some weird shit in the hot pot out in China. They had pig's brain.
They got some shit on the menu that I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Shout out Billy. I had a bullfrog hot pot. That was delicious, actually.
Yeah, frog meat's pretty good.
Yeah, especially a bullfrog. Those things are like small chickens sometimes.
Yeah.
I've had frog legs before. I don't think I've ever had any other part of the frog.
That's the only edible part, really.
Yeah. Donkey's really good too. That's
what's the most exotic meat that you've eaten?
I had a cobra heart once.
Oh, I took a shot of snake blood one time.
Yeah, with snake blood.
Damn, that's like supposed to be a natural Viagra.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
Is it though?
The one time I tried it, it was at this place across from a whorehouse. And apparently Taiwanese dudes would go in and take a shot of snake blood and then just bang out hookers across the street.
Well, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. Fucking A.
Holy shit.
Snake blood, actually, we should get all, I think we should like start drinking snake blood on the regular and see if it gets us jacked. And then like become the next like Liver King. We're snake blood boys.
But actually be taking roids?
No. We're just
and then convince hordes of
people,
young fans to start drinking snake blood?
Yeah.
There was that one dude who would inject snake venom like into his blood, and I think it would get him high, or he would do it for health. That was insane. No, that's 100% true. Dude injects snake venom, which
Snake.
is he just like immune to it? Yeah. Why this man injects himself with snake venom? And then there's just one quote up top. It says, "I just thought that was incredible." Wait,
Wait,
what?
turns out they use snake venom in a peptide wrinkle resisting. So they're putting it in makeup.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
I need to see why he does this. Yeah, he thinks it improves his health and makes him feel younger, injecting himself.
What's some other exotic meats everyone's eaten?
I think the only thing I've ever ate that was considered exotic was, a frog, kinda, I guess, and gator. But other than that,
Gator,
I kind of stick to the script when it comes to food. Oh no, I take it back. Well, this isn't exotic. But chicken feet.
Yeah.
I tried a chicken foot. That shit is the worst. That's one of the worst experiences I've had.
It's not bad. You just gotta.
I hated it, bro. Oh my god.
It's almost like a sunflower seed. It's just something to snack on, where there's not a lot of meat on those feet. You're just sucking off the skin and cartilage. Where if it's like slow cooked in a good sauce, it's not horrible.
That's actually one of the U.S.'s largest poultry exports to China.
Yeah,
We literally just
sell to China.
like sell it by the tons and just send it over to China.
You can buy chicken feet
Yeah.
wherever you are in China. I'd be taking a train. They're selling chicken feet on the train. Sold at, I could probably get chicken feet like at a basketball game there.
The life of a chicken is it's not a good life, man.
Yeah, but they're not too smart, where I think like the life of a pig has to be worse, because I feel like pigs kind of know they're fucked. If they're in a giant factory, they might like sense, oh God, we're all about to be killed, where a chicken probably just like never has any idea what's going on.
That's why my argument, like, hear me out. If I was a chicken, out of all the chickens in the world, like domestic chickens, I would want to be a cockfighting rooster.
Dude.
Because they take really good care of those chickens.
Yeah,
those
but
roosters.
Yeah, but like almost every cockfighting chicken, I think the longest the cockfighting chicken has survived is maybe 4 fights. Like they all die a lot. Like I watched them one time, and a lot of the times they both die, and it's just whoever dies last wins.
I know, but like think about it. If you're like a gladiator mentality as a chicken, you'd want that action, and you'd live a way better life than being in like a feed farm, factory farming situation.
Yes.
There's gotta be some story of like some undefeated rooster, dog. That's just has the lore behind the legendary fucking rooster that never lost.
Ye old fighting cock that like won so many times that its owner was like, let's just let this guy live out in the hen house.
He fought for his freedom.
Yeah. Like the Spartacus.
Oh my God.
Spartacus.
They should turn that into a Pixar movie.
Yes.
That would be lit. Like one of the adult ones, like what, the Seth MacFarlane, at the grocery store with the hot dogs and shit.
Yeah.
Like one of the adult ones though, because I don't want it to be too childish. Because that shit would actually be funny. A chicken that fights for his freedom. That shit would be hilarious.
They busted a cockfighting ring in, I want to say Queens. It was somewhere local. It may have been
Sounds like Queens.
North Bronx, or like the outskirts of East New York. But there was like a whole cockfighting realm, and they like busted it.
Yeah.
Why is cockfighting illegal? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it the gambling aspect? It's got to be the gambling aspect.
It's the
It's like if we murder millions of chickens every day in this country.
Every day. Like, they don't give a fuck about chickens. They can't give a fuck about chickens. Dogs, that makes sense because people do care about dogs to a certain extent. But like chickens, we don't give a fuck about chickens.
I think it has to do with the proximity to organized crime. So it's like one of those things like where there's cockfighting, there's other bad stuff.
So in the Philippines, it's fully legal, and they have this event once a year. It's known as the Super Bowl of cockfighting, and the fights happen in this giant arena that could seat maybe 15,000 people.
Whoa.
And so it's just
That's fucking dope.
We need
Yeah.
to go to a cockfight.
yeah.
I'm so down for that.
I'd go to a cockfight. I want to bet on the roosters.
I would
It's
absolutely.
a lot of
bet.
fun. You just like you throw up some bills and there's a guy who's walking around and taking everybody's money. and
Dude,
keeping
Are you
track.
allowed to film it?
Yeah, I was allowed to film it.
That would be a great macrodosing
Yeah,
video.
that would be great. Yeah, let's do that. I'm down. I'm down to watch
Yeah,
chickens go at it.
they have them down in the Caribbean, so that would be the closest place.
Nice.
Is it ever like they fight them out and like the loser is just like dinner?
No, they put knives on their feet.
Yeah,
That's
really?
the loudest part. Yeah. So they like not only are these roosters fighting with their like claws and shit, they got like they got that thing on them. They got like a blade.
yeah. So
Yo.
that's why like even the winning cock usually ends the fight pretty slashed up. But
Yeah.
I've heard rumors of like in the illegal casinos in like Chinatown. There's also beta fish fighting that you can bet on, but like real beta fish,
okay,
like the
yeah.
ones that they breed to fight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have a problem with that.
No, it's illegal still.
Fish fighting's illegal.
Fish fighting
it's
is
a
illegal.
fucking goldfish.
I heard a story of a frat that got busted for beta fish fighting.
Okay, so this is insane. The Super Bowl of cockfighting takes place in the same 20,000 seat arena where Joe Frazier once fought Muhammad Ali. So it takes place in the same spot where the Thrilla in Manila happened,
That is
except it's
Shit is amazing.
20,000 people watching cockfights.
oh my.
And where is this? Philippines?
Yeah, this is in the Philippines.
That's
That's a
When's
much.
when's the Super Bowl? When's the cock Super Bowl?
It's called the World Slasher Cup.
Hell yeah.
The world's I mean the Philippines would be a sweet trip. It's a nice spot, so I would definitely be down to go there. But if we want to go someplace closer, Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic both have cockfights too. So when is the next World Slasher Cup?
It's not a Premier League though, you know. It's not like a.
Yeah.
That would be like we're
Going to the MLS.
MLS,
cockfight.
yeah. We don't watch the G League of cockfighting. You know? I want to see. There got to be like training camps and shit. This is fire.
Hard
dog.
knocks cockfighting.
Why don't we buy, you know what? Let's buy an American rooster, like get a big one.
Train them.
This is so illegal. This
Some-
is a
Yeah, let's
parody
not.
line.
Let's not
Ooh,
do that.
I know it's not illegal
Holy
to
shit.
talk about it.
I think it was. So the award ceremony was last week.
Award ceremony.
The MVP.
Rookie of the year. Rookie of the year.
Comeback cock of the year.
The comeback cock. How I'm pretty sure like some of the most expensive fighting cocks can go for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's amazing. Oh, there's also camel fighting.
I've watched that.
You have?
What is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
What is it? Camel.
Camel wrestling.
Camel.
Oh,
like-
camel. Camel.
like one hump, two hump, dromedary.
Camel fighting.
Yes, like
Camel
What?
wrestling. I watched that in Turkey. Filmed a video on it. Watched that. I think that video I made was it was blocked in Turkey because they didn't want, because they didn't want like the sport to become more popular in Turkey based off my video. But so it's two camels and they use their long necks to try to pin the other camel to the ground. So think of it as thumb wrestling, except it's the two camels' necks are the thumbs.
whoa, that's like elephant seals. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen elephant seals slapping? It's like
Yeah. Elephant seals are fucking huge.
oh my god, they're like unreal. And they're just big like slugs of like blubber. With these,
Yeah.
like,
And you can just see them on the side of the highway. When I was driving to San Francisco one time, we just drove, like, I thought they were straight up boulders on the beach. And then we got closer and we're like, I think that rock just moved. And it was an elephant seal.
And then I once saw
Yeah, I just saw a video of camels fighting.
I once saw
Go ahead. What did you want to see?
have you seen the Vice documentary on dog fighting in Afghanistan?
I have not.
That's wild. They like when the Taliban left, like they basically, once the Taliban left, like the villagers were so happy because they could do stuff that was banned by the Taliban, which a lot of it was gambling and dog fighting. So when the US literally, like, to gain like the respect of the people, just were letting them have these huge dog fights with these gigantic, like, Caucasian shepherd looking dogs that, like, way different than pit bulls. These are like Kangal looking, almost look like lions. Like these were dogs that looked prehistoric. Like
What are they called?
Wolves.
They weren't wolves. They were like what is it? Afghan fighting.
So talking about the Taliban banned dog fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to draw the line somewhere, you know? Yeah, I'm with them.
Yeah, they banned woman knowing how to read and
Dog fighting.
dog fighting.
Like
Equal importance.
some of these.
Can't have these women around here knowing shit.
Yo, if we could train a cock and actually have it compete in the World Slasher Cup, I'm reading here it costs $1,000 to get your cock in the fight, and then the winner of the whole thing could take home $75,000 to $50,000.
Well, hold on. Is it illegal to participate in that?
No, like in the Philippines, it's fully legal. Like I think
I'm
it's
talking
their
about, I'm talking
national
about
sport.
here. So if we train our cock here,
Yeah, it's not illegal to train a cock. It would just be like illegal if we were,
and fight it.
if we were doing warm up fights.
I
maybe,
think
don't know.
training is also illegal.
All right, if you're training a
Well-
cock up at your farm, they're not going to know.
Yeah, but
What if we're just training him to run really fast, be very aggressive?
What if that's our guard dog? We got a guard cock.
Yeah.
that'd actually be sick. I had a rooster that really sucked at protecting the flock. Would like get fucked up by hawks, and sucked. So
Bars.
actually,
Look
yeah.
at the bars right there.
Oh yeah.
Suck that protecting the flock
From the I didn't even know.
from the hawk. Yeah, oh yeah, bars. Billy Bars over here.
I had a cock that sucked at protecting the flock from
Keep
from
going.
from the nasty hawk.
Keep going.
I wish it could talk so we could squawk.
And invest in a stock.
It's for a fighting cock.
Hey,
Yeah.
fucking bars.
Beam
bro.
me up, Dr. Spock.
Oh shit, man. Hey, so today's macrodosing is that was the chicken segment. The next segment we're going to is it's voicemail.
Cock talk.
Right?
I honestly think every episode should have a 10-minute cock talk. Maybe
Yeah.
a 5-minute.
Actually, they probably don't have the steroids we have in the United States to get these birds big and strong like they do in the
I think
Philippines.
they do. I think they love chicken steroids out there. But
And
yeah.
and it drinks creatine and shit.
Yeah.
With this, you know what I'm saying? We give it feed.
Corn
Like, what are
fed.
they? Yeah, corn fed creatine, and you just pump him with all the shit that's illegal here. All that shit, and then we'll do like platelets. We'll spin his blood.
We're just
Oh,
giving,
fucking.
That looks like a corn-fed cock.
yeah. We give him a freaking we give him like Velociraptor growth hormone.
Holy
Oh yeah,
Turn him
he's
into a
just-
dinosaur.
he's just like 4 feet. He's just this big.
We do the genetically. You know how they were talking about modifying bird embryos to like reverse evolve dinosaurs and like give a chicken teeth? We just have like a toothed up Velociraptor ass like bird.
or veneers. We'll get him veneers. He has this human teeth veneers, 4 foot, roided up chicken, bro. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god!
I'm in.
Or we just get an ostrich and try to enter it as a chicken.
All right, Billy.
Yeah, I think you took, we had it too. We was cooking and you took it one too many, dog.
We just got
Holy
this-
shit. No, it's over. It's over.
Okay, okay.
We ran,
But
we
could
ran
get
that
an
joke.
ostrich.
We
Just
ran that
enter
joke.
an ostrich
Hey,
into the chicken fight. Okay.
Billy, it's over. That joke landed. I thought it was pretty funny, and then you beat it the fuck up.
Yeah, well, you should see what this cock's able to do in the Philippines.
Oh my god! All right, so the next segment is voicemails. This voice. What did PFT call it in group text?
MAILCRODOSing.
Macrodosing. I thought that was pretty witty of him that he's not a part of the show anymore.
Not
Appreciate you
bad.
contributing that at least. Yeah, so we're going to go to voicemails. Y'all, we put out a APB, all voicemails from all Macrodosians. And some Macrodosian dude came up to me on a golf course the other day. That was pretty cool. He's like, "Hey, fellow Macrodosian." I was like, "Shout out, cuz." But so Maddie, go ahead, take us away with the first voicemail. We're just going spit fire.
Okay, Big T said he had a big teed off before we got in here too. Do you want to do that?
Oh,
I
my
did
bad. That's right.
I did say
You
we were
canceled
going to
him.
burn another business to the ground. Here's the thing.
Let's do it.
So they have emailed me back. As I said that, they sent me another email. Hang on. Let's see what they just said.
Oh yeah, read it live. Let's do it.
So here's the thing. They are trying to help. So I was ready to burn them to the ground, similarly to the New Jersey Performing Arts Center. The New Jersey Performing Arts Center were assholes. These guys are trying to rectify the situation. I ordered flowers for my girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
Good job.
Paid a lot more money to have them delivered on Valentine's Day and never showed up. So I call yesterday and they gave me the whole runaround. And then today they emailed me and said, granted, they are trying to fix the situation. FTD has immediately processed this refund. May take up to 5 days credit your account. Oh, your order for Christopher Geyer has been issued a full refund. I'm assuming that's part of the reason I didn't get the flowers I ordered. That's not my name. So something on their end fucked up, so I never got the flowers that I ordered. But they at least are trying to fix it. So we're not going to burn them to the ground, but not good.
Oh no, that.
Or maybe this is your excuse for not getting your girl flowers on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a
and
great
you're just
cover-up.
trying to cover your ass, man.
Pal, if you knew how much these flowers cost, you wouldn't say that.
Lay it on me, big dog.
I mean, they were a lot.
$75.
Way more than that.
Living in New York, though, you're usually within a 10-minute walk of a flower shop. So
Right, but
always
like
just pick 'em up.
we have a thing that you can get like points through. Like Barstool has a thing where if you buy things from this website, you get like points for stuff.
I didn't know about that.
So I did it through
Neither
that.
did I. That was news to me.
What's this thing that
Yeah,
you
what
can
is
get
this
points
thing? Or
for?
It's called Perks at Work.
The
They
third
have
floor has all
you can
these
buy
things.
flowers, movie tickets, plane tickets,
And you get perks when you
electronics, and then you get,
purchase
Like
them?
discounts.
and then you get points and stuff, and then you can use those to get more stuff.
Damn, didn't know about that perk.
So I use that. I will not be using it going forward. But they're trying to fix the situation, so they're no NJ pack.
I don't think
Gotcha.
anyone.
And they still have not tried to rectify.
Oh no, but on most tweets they send out, there are people who still comment like refund Big T, which I appreciate immensely.
I love that. Y'all spam that. Keep that going.
There's a tweet they sent 3 hours ago, and someone responded, I guess added one of their friends, would you stand behind a theater that double books seats and does not take care of the customers they steal from? Hashtag justice for Big T. So I appreciate anyone that's still out there doing that. I will never, ever go to the New Jersey Performing Arts Center again.
Damn. Y'all lost a loyal customer.
How did your girlfriend take it?
She honestly didn't really care, which made me feel, I mean, you have to buy flowers for Valentine's Day, but she was like, yeah, get your money back. That's bullshit. I was like, yeah.
Did y'all do anything else? Did you know what I mean?
Yeah. We went to dinner. She had a bunch of other gifts and stuff. So
It's kind of sorry, I was just going through the NJ Pack Twitter. It's just like every post of the comment is justice for Big T.
I appreciate the people still out here riding.
I love it.
But yeah,
They
she
probably
had,
have no idea what the fuck that is. They're just like, what the fuck is this?
just the fact that I know that at some point there was a conversation between whoever runs their social and the people that fucked me, and they were like, why are all these people tweeting us this? That's enough for me.
I like it. That's justice enough? Street justice.
I would have preferred the several $100s back, but this was a close second.
Fair enough, fam. Does anybody else got something they want to get off their chest before we hop into MAILCRODOSing?
Yeah, I have a whole conspiracy corner. There's some
Oh,
updates.
this is new. Let's hear it, Billy.
I'm
This
now
is brand
just
new for
taking
you.
my rants and putting them into a segment. So I've been reached out to by several railroad employees who've all told me the same story.
Are they from Ohio?
They're from Ohio. Some of them worked for Norfolk Southern, which is the company that has been in charge of this. Let me read it word for word. They're blaming so this is about the East Palestine train derailment. And even though there are tons of train derailments a year, none of them usually occur to be this bad. And there was another train derailment, not with toxic gas, and I think in South Carolina, but there was a truck overturned in Tucson, Arizona, that was literally, if you see the videos, it is spraying green gas. That is something bad out there. Just saying, all these things are happening. So they're blaming the accident on a bad wheel bearing, which on all railroads in North America, we have track sensors that will pick up anything wrong with the axles or wheels. These detectors are placed about every 30 to 50 miles, and they detect everything. They're very reliable. That train went over about 30 detectors that trip, and nothing came up. About 20 miles west of Palestine, the train was ordered to stop because of police activity on the tracks, which is very out of the ordinary. The train sat at a stop for about 40 minutes, then was given all the clear to proceed, then derailed about 30 minutes later. It's common for passenger trains to stop like that, but anything with hazardous materials or shipping containers are considered high priority trains, and they do not stop for anything at all. And that night they were ordered to stop, which is wildly unusual, including for a train carrying materials like that. They stopped after a wheel detector and derailed before the next one, which is crazy. So... And then I heard, then another person said, yeah, the train was told to stop for police activity, which is very uncommon because they're considered a high priority. Wait, did I just read this?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Then there's another DM. So yeah, they don't, because bank robbers and people who rob trains try to call in
And
those
like,
types of
basically scam
stops
them.
to make them stop and then hold the train hostage like that. But that happened
That's-
like in the 80s.
I was gonna say that's a thing in this
but
century.
since they put in those like do
Sensors.
not stop for anything
Yeah.
type stuff, it's like they don't, it's part of protocol to never do that. So it is insane that something like this could have even occurred,
But I wonder why that train stopped then.
because which was very out of the ordinary
Yeah.
because of police like some sort of police activity on that train, which the police know it's not to protocol to stop when a train like that's coming.
Yeah.
They're supposed to clear whatever's going on.
And then you think maybe the police were working for the government and they sabotaged it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
know.
I don't see why the government would like want
The
the train
government
to
wouldn't.
derail. Yeah,
But let's say
there's someone else.
we blew up a pipeline recently and there was someone retaliating.
The Russian mob.
Who knows?
I forgot that my
So what's the actual conspiracy?
yeah.
Since you had a conspiracy, you just listed what happened.
I know, but I'm
You
just
just
like,
told a story.
I'm just letting other people like, look, I'm just putting it out there. Those are the facts that have been corroborated by multiple DMers who I checked their train guys, and some of them are on my train guys list, so I already looked over their credentials.
I've had train guys DM me about this too.
Yeah.
I've had multiple people DM me as well, but I thought you had a conspiracy. So that your segment is now I'm just asking questions.
I'm asking questions.
Something's fishy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask questions. Also, another thing about the recent balloon. Did you guys see the Senator Kennedy from a southern state? I forget who said we just got the briefing on the balloons. Lock all your doors tonight. That's.
Hey, we're jumping from the train to the balloon now. Gotcha.
I know, but we got trains, we got balloons. Just saying.
So that's
Yeah.
just asking questions. Billy's just asking questions segment.
Yeah. Question asking corner.
And then I have a quick question segment too. It's for Billy and Arian. Wow, would you guys ever consider playing a football season in Europe?
Yes.
Now?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Wait, American football? Or?
Yes, playing American
Oh,
football.
No, I'm done, fam.
I mean, you'd be a million times better than anyone on the field. You wouldn't really even have to try.
Easily. But I have no interest in keeping up that physical. No, I'm a golfer, fam. I don't even know what football is, honestly.
Okay.
What about coaching?
It's a very low skill level. Well, it's probably people around Billy's level of skill.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like
Damn shit.
low
Which,
skill-
no,
low
I'm
skill
saying
level Billy.
compared to you,
I
like
have some
if you were
former-
playing against a bunch of Billies, you would probably run train on that team.
I actually had
would
a couple
definitely run
teammates who
train
are
on
currently playing in Europe right now.
Okay, yeah. So,
So
I talked to someone who's currently playing in Italy, and he was like, "Yeah, we could probably get Billy on a team."
dude, that'd be sick.
I feel like it would only work if we had a sponsor attached because it's like
yeah.
a big time commitment, but it would be sweet if like you could go out play for a team in Italy. I could be one of the assistant coaches.
That would be
I would
awesome.
go.
Yeah,
I'd go shoot.
You could come
I'd
too.
shoot content. Who cares?
and be the
Twist my
and be the
arm.
producer.
Wait, let me just check something. Where are American bulldogs illegal in Europe?
How did your brain go there?
Well,
Because I'd have to bring my dog.
You have a bulldog? I thought you had a different kind of dog.
I have an American bulldog.
you're thinking.
American bulldogs are more athletic bulldogs, so they kind of look pit bully, but they're more like just a more athletic bulldog.
Got you. Okay. Are they illegal?
I'm checking.
The American band dog. What's the American band
Oh,
dog?
the American band dogs, like,
Because those are bold sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
fuck
It says
Fuck your dog. I don't care.
American bulldogs are only. Oh, they're banned in Italy.
Fuck.
They're
But-
banned. And that's the only country in Europe they're banned. So you could play for one of the other countries. It says Italy, Turkey, Bermuda, Venezuela, Singapore, Ukraine, and Belarus. is
Wait,
where-
why are those dogs banned? I don't
Because-
why?
Because bad people make them fight.
No, look at you. Look at you. We were just talking about setting up a whole cockfighting ring, and now you're talking shit about
bad
dog
people.
fighting people. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That shit never. So it's just
Bad
wild.
owners, I mean.
That line of logic will never cease to amaze me.
I don't care. I don't, whatever.
Aside from the kitty porn sniffing dog, I look at the rest of the dogs the same. That dog is a fucking amazing. Oh, you might not have heard of that, huh?
No, I didn't.
There was this dog that they trained to sniff out kitty porn, and it would like sniff out like hidden USBs and hard drives and stuff like that. And it had like a high success rate of him like raiding houses and sniffing out kitty porn. So that dog, fire. The rest of the dogs, I'm indifferent. It is what it is. But that dog is a fucking legend.
Yeah,
Shout out to him. Yeah, he died. R.I.P.
Oh, damn. Well,
Yeah.
maybe someone else needs to step up.
Yeah. Sniffing out kid. That shit is fired. I don't know whose idea that was. That shit was amazing.
Yeah. At
But,
first, I
but-
thought you were going to say that like kitty porn had its own smell, but it just knows how to smell places where people could be hiding the porn.
Yeah. I don't think kitty porn has its own smell.
Okay.
On a hard drive. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Find that. But if anybody don't have anything else that they want to air out, we get to Macrodosing.
I am getting my Lasik consultation tomorrow. If anybody's gotten Lasik before,
Congrats.
hit me up. I heard it's life changing, but
Yeah, my
We'll see.
ex girl, I got her Lasix for her birthday. She's just like forever grateful. Like she can see the world. She's fantastic.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
You should be. So you wear contacts? I didn't even know.
Yeah, wear contacts. I've been
That's
doing it for a
wild.
long time now.
Yeah, she just was so elated that she don't have to walk around. Like she was just like overly emotional.
You know what the
Wow.
worst part about it's the biggest inconvenience is having to like take it out at night. Like
Oh yeah, because if you sleep with them in,
it's really
they
bad.
can
I
fuck
saw
up your
some
eyes.
fucking guy on TikTok. I forget the name of what he got, but like it basically makes your eyes cloudy and your contacts get like stuck in your eyes and you have to get like surgery and your eyes get like bloodshot red.
Ew.
I gotta look it up. It's like the scariest looking thing of all time. Like you partially go blind. They have to like drain your eye.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Yeah, no.
I could never. I've always felt for because me and my dad were the only ones in our family that didn't have shitty eyes. The rest of my family just can't see for shit. They
Yeah.
got glasses, and it's not regular. They got thick ass glasses, like glasses. They can't see at all, and I just never had an issue. I had 20/15 vision growing up. I could see perfectly. Yeah, and I've just never had it. It's slowly starting to deteriorate though as I age. So like I probably have like 20/20 now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've always just had really good eyes. So shout out to the eye maker.
Yeah, I've just never been able to just lay down and take a nap. Like if I do that, I have to take out my contacts.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Shit
It
Yeah.
sucks.
Well, why don't you wear glasses?
I do occasionally, but they kind of like they're just like annoying to have on your face.
Make you
if
look-
that makes sense.
But they
No,
make you
I
look intelligent.
do.
don't know, man.
I do like that.
I mean, if I had bad sight, I would be a glasses guy. Them shits is sexy, man. The right bifocals can be appealing.
I wear blue light glasses because I stare at a screen all day long, but because I like the way the glasses look. I love glasses.
Facts.
I think they're
Yeah.
fun. They spice up a little.
Yeah.
They spice up your look a little bit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
mind. I don't mind them. It's just like something that I would prefer not to use unless I had to.
Yeah, I'm also appropriating your culture, so I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Appropriating bad eyesight.
I actually saw a wild statistic that certain types of artificial light destroy your dopamine receptors in your brain.
I actually, Billy, don't doubt that.
Like, so blue light glasses help you just not get sad.
And I think I'm a pretty happy person.
I
I
have
bet you
some
that's because I'm wearing blue
shit.
light glasses all the damn time.
I'm like not really educated on the LASIK thing though. Is it like a quick recovery, or do you
Yeah.
have to like not?
No, it's super quick.
Super quick. So I think she had to like lay down the rest of that day, and then you have to wear these like RoboCop glasses for maybe like a couple days, maybe. But then after that, I think you're just good. And she saw the change immediately though. Like even like when you're blurry from the surgery, it was way better than what she saw before.
And the surgery is like a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, it's
Not
really
even?
fast. She was in and out in like 15 minutes.
They're
Yeah.
like, they,
Oh, that's
they
crazy.
press a button that lasers your eye, and then they peel back the eye, and then they laser it again, and then they go. Pew, and it's
All right, I'm in. I'm
You
gonna
can-
get the consultation tomorrow and pay my life away for it. But it'll be
I mean,
worth it.
that's got to be worth it.
Yeah,
if I couldn't
100%.
see, jeez.
Especially if I feel like you think about it, like by the time you're spending the rest of your life buying contacts and glasses prescriptions,
Yeah,
I'm sure
It
it
adds up.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, shout out to you though. That shit ain't it ain't inexpensive. I'm gonna fuck up.
yeah, for sure not. It's a personal expense, so they don't let insurance cover that.
Oh, because
Which
it's like
sucks.
technically
Yeah.
cosmetic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it should not be, but that's a whole nother healthcare conversation that I care not to delve into right now.
Nope. Let's get the voicemails.
Yep. Macrodosing. Get it, Mad Dog.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
I know we haven't done voicemails in a while.
It's been
Let's hear from the
been a minute.
people.
Yeah. So these
I
are
remember, say it again because I can't hear
Yep.
what y'all are hearing.
a lot of these are kind of all over the place. This is just kind of a shoot the shit. So we got a little bit of everything today.
I want to
And
hear
if-
some wild shit from these people.
And if we run out, I have a ton more. I can load the clip again. So just we can go as pretty much as long as we want. All right.
Yo, Macrodosing crew, this is Joe calling up from Pittsburgh. Hope you're all doing well. Wanted to propose a debate of the century for you, dating back to my high school years, about probably 12 years ago at this point. So this has been a topic of conversation for term papers all the way through college, and originally stated at the high school lunch table. So it's a million cats versus a T-Rex. Who wins in a fight? I know off the bat it seems pretty top heavy from the T-Rex perspective. A million cats, a lot of fucking cats. Could easily suffocate it. They could climb the T-Rex itself and enter internally through the mouth, claw it up inside. You know, a number of different routes to go. T-Rex can wipe them out with its tail, but once it falls over, it's like a tipped over cow. How's it getting back? Not a clue, man. It's been a 50-50 split for the most part for most of my life, and wanted to see what your guys' thoughts are. All right, have a good one.
So Arian,
No, I actually heard that. Yeah,
Oh.
I heard that.
Anyone that does not pick the fact that he said this is 50-50 is outrageous.
I agree.
1 million. You don't have a concept of what a million cats looks like. That's an outrageous number. That is at least 50 times higher than this would need to be for it to even be like a conversation. Like if you said 20,000 cats, I would consider a million. That's outrageous.
Okay, so I mean, there has to be a caveat here. the cats have to know that they're trying to kill the T-Rex. Otherwise, they're just gonna scatter. Like, what the fuck am I here for? If the cats have all the same intent, it's a million cats by a fucking landslide, dog.
That's not even a conversation.
It's not. It's not even close, actually. If the cats know that they're fighting the T-Rex.
Like, you would need 1,000 of them to just like climb into. If you would need 1,000 cats to be suicide bombers of sorts and say, listen, we're gonna let him eat us, and then he would just like explode, like your stomach would explode.
And this also matters. Any kind of cat or just like domesticated house cats?
I feel like we're going.
I think
like
he meant domesticated house cats.
Yeah, because I mean, say lions and tigers are cats, fam. I was like,
house cats are still mean.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm going
assholes.
1 million cats, 100%.
I think if you want to have that conversation, it needs to be 25,000 cats.
I mean, hopefully a cat would be smart enough to do this, but if they just like all stormed the T-Rex's mouth and climbed down its throat and just started clawing towards its heart,
right,
it'd be over in a second.
Yeah, because like even a lot of people's house cats are pretty damn vicious. So if you get 1 million of them, they're going to be going nuts.
Yeah, 1 million cats with the same intent. I don't see that. I don't see that taking it out, honestly.
And they eat meat, so
yeah,
they'll start to claw and probably eat chunks of it.
Dinosaurs close to bird.
Yeah,
probably tastes like
they
chicken.
love killing birds.
Cats loving birds.
I didn't consider that. He's on there. He's like the Wagyu.
Yeah.
Of cat food.
Dinosaurs probably tasted pretty good.
They probably tasted like halfway between crocodile and chicken, and crocodile tastes like chicken. I mean, alligator tastes like chicken.
Yeah, alligator does taste like chicken.
Just slightly slimier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more like chewier, but it's really good. I had fried. That shit was bomb.
Yeah, with like a little bit of chipotle mayo.
I did not dip it in chipotle mayo, but
it's good. We were in Louisiana for the forget the name of the tournament, the golf tournament, but they had it like behind the practice area. It was great.
Arian,
Zurich Classic.
By the way, you should compete in the Barstool Classic sometime.
When is it?
They have a ton. There's like 20.
Yeah, they have a ton, and
there is one in Texas this year. I think I might have sent it to you, but we'll get you in if you want to play.
Yeah, depending on when it is, I'm of course. Yeah, it's golf. I'm in. Oh, I gotta send y'all. Check it out. I got a new golf bag.
Oh,
I was gonna go with the
story.
Oh, you saw it? I was gonna go with the Macrodosing one, but it didn't. I mean, the dude hit me back, and shout out to these people. So I'm gonna plug them. I don't care. MyCustomGolfBag.com. These fucking people. When I say that they're poignant and precise, I emailed them. 2 hours later, they hit me with the details. They're just so on point. They were so fast with it, and I got to design my own golf bag. And so those haven't seen it on my Instagram story. It's just it's a Black Panther custom design bag with my little Bobby Fino logo. This shit is fire. I can't wait. I got to expedite it, so it should be here in like 30 days. I'm hyped. Not that y'all care.
But I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
We had it at the links.
Yeah. Cue up the next one, Maddie.
Hi, Macrodosing team. This is Nick from Philly. Question I would love to hear you guys answer is, if you could take the place of one musical artist and perform a song live, so not like you karaoke someone else's song, but you're actually the person who made the song and performed it and got to perform your song live, who would you be and what would you perform? Would love to hear everybody's different takes on that. But yeah, stay handsome, stay gorgeous, and yeah, thanks for taking the call.
Did you hear that, Arian?
Oh yeah, I heard that. I have mine easily. I'll go if nobody else is ready.
Yeah, you can go first.
Steven Tyler, Dream On. If I could do that shit, oh my God. I put that shit on all the time. That's one of my favorite songs of all time, dog.
It's a good answer.
It's just unreal the way he hit them notes and just the way he can yell and shit. Oh my God. It's just gorgeous. What pure art.
South Shore, Massachusetts legend. I saw him when I was maybe 7 years old. He was grabbing ice cream at a place near my house, and he walked out with like 30 mini soft serve cones, And I was like, Mommy, what's wrong with that guy? He looks funny. And she was like, that's a rock star, son.
I love that. I love that explanation by moms. Bro.
Yeah.
Son, that's a rock star. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. He's allowed to act weird in public.
Absolutely. We do give a pass to musicians. Although there's this new shit that's going around. I don't know if y'all seen this shit. These goofy ass fucking red shoes that everybody's wearing.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen this shit?
Yeah, don't get me fucking started on these things. They're ridiculous.
Bro, I'm out on them. What the fuck is that? That's why I don't understand fashion. I don't get this shit. I don't understand this shit. Like Mickey Mouse looking shoes, bro. I don't get it, dog.
I think it's literally to make people, it's a marketing scheme in my opinion, just like make people talk and be like, these are so ugly, but they're $1,000.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they be?
Like,
of course they are.
It is weird how cartoony they look when they're on your feet. Like it makes you look like you're like AI generated a little bit. But I refuse to compliment that as a design. They're stupid.
What are they called?
Just look up
What are they called?
like
red
Mishi.
Red shoes.
Look up like
Mickey
just literally look up like red boots.
What about red bottoms?
No.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
it's like a thing.
At
It is,
MSCHF's big red boot, it literally looks like an eraser on your foot.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this, but it's horrible. But I think I don't want to give him all the credit, but Kanye started this big ass shoe thing. Like I remember, like maybe last year sometime, he was wearing these big ass shoes with this like goofy ass top, and let me stop downplaying fashion because I just don't understand it. It's just not for me. I don't seem like a hater, but this shit is weird to me. $1,200, dog. Holy shit! And it looks so stupid.
You could make one of those out of a pool noodle for way
This
less.
shit like y'all remember that Ludacris video back in the day where he would like stomp and he had these big ass feet? Y'all
Yeah.
probably don't. Yeah, it looks like that in real life. What's going on here, bro? Like this shit, wow. And so for those who have no idea what we're talking about on YouTube, it's just like it looks like this. You probably can't even see a good version of this shit. Maybe just post up a graphic or something. But this shit, yeah, it's wild, dog.
It looks like a Smurf's hat on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with Arian.
Papa Smurf.
Most fashion I don't fully get.
I was watching fashion something with my mom where these people like create like I guess lines and for models to walk down on the runway or whatever.
Next in fashion.
I don't remember. I think MK. What is that? MK.
Michael Kors.
MK
Yes,
Ultra?
Michael Kors. Michael Kors was on one of the episodes, and like my mom be watching this shit, and I'm just looking like these people. It's like a reality TV show, and these people just create like all these like types of clothing for the models to walk down on the runway, and I'm just looking at what they have on, and I'm just like, I truly do not understand. Because like when I was growing up, like I knew how to match. Like when I cared about clothes, like I could match. I could put together an outfit with the whoop. But it's like it just seems to me the more eccentric, that's what they view as fashionable. But also I'll hear the critique of it, and it'll be like Michael Kors won't like it, but some other designer will like it. So I'm like, it's really just what you feel like dressing is just putting on things that is expressive, I guess. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It's like a form of self-expression. I don't know though. I've never understood it. I guess when I was growing up, I guess like gothic kids, like they used to dress really anti everything, right? So like all black and like with makeup and like painted their nails and shit. And that made sense to me because they were like saying fuck you to the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
That actually made sense to me growing up. So that was never confusing. But like fashion shows are confusing to me because I'm like, I don't know what they're going. I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah. Did you see how Sam Smith was dressed in that like black latex thing?
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what is the statement? Like, you know what I mean? What is the goal? I don't know.
I guess if you're like a superstar, you're like, let's see like the craziest shit. I can get away with wearing at these shows. If it's just a one-time thing.
And then Doja Cat, I remember Doja Cat was like all decked out in like red diamonds or rubies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about whole face painted. The whole body was painted red.
Lady Gaga wore that dress made out of meat. Remember,
Yeah.
that was a big deal.
She was
I
always
haven't seen this.
attention,
Yeah, it was completely made out of meat.
grabbing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same with Sam Smith. One thing about fashion.
Wait, hold on. Did y'all see Lady Gaga was drumming on live in concert, and she had that girl throwing up on her
And the
in
girl
the
was
middle of. She's drumming like this. Right? I mean, she's
Yeah.
really just hitting like the cymbal, but like she's drumming, and like some girl's literally sitting over there standing over her with a finger down her throat
And it was like
and
blue.
throwing up.
looked like
Yeah.
like ugh.
I mean,
Wild.
I don't want to take the super like mature take, but yeah, it does. It's kind of, she's promoting bulimia to young girls.
Oh, that's what it was.
No, but I don't think she was trying to promote bulimia to young girls.
Or like
but-
awareness.
Oh, no. I just think like, no, I'm saying a lot of
Yeah.
girls are going to see that and be like, oh, all right, making yourself puke's cool.
That's fucked. Serious problem.
I mean, I've had to do that every once in a while. If you've been drinking for too long and you start to get a little nauseous or dizzy, yeah, just shove your hand in your mouth and puke a couple times and you're as good as new. That's the only
Yeah.
time I condone it.
I didn't get that. Like, there's certain artistic things that I understand, and then there's other certain artistic things that I don't want to criticize without knowing the backdrop of it, but it's just not for me. And so, like,
It's just disturbing.
You know what I will say? This is kind of related to fashion. I love shoes without shoelaces, and I feel like they're becoming harder to find.
Big shoelace.
Big shoelace, dude. I feel like, dude, shoelaces, I think are what's it called? They
Outdated?
are. Yeah, they are outdated. I mean, I recently went to buy new shoes. I couldn't find a nice pair that didn't have laces. But when I've had nice pairs without laces, it saves you so much time. Do you know, like, if you calculated how much time of your life is wasted tying your shoes? Because usually just walking around, they become like untied, and I have to tie them like 5 or 6 times throughout the day. That shit adds up.
The thing is, the aesthetic, you look like an old person.
I don't know. They have some cool laceless shoes.
I mean, slippers, I get you, but like,
No,
like the people I know who wear like the Merrells or the shoes that are slide on, slide off, but also sneakers, all very older, like not disabled, like
Well, no, they have like younger, more like hip laceless shoes too.
like a loafer.
No, not a loafer. Like a kind of like Adidas makes a lot of them, or used to make a lot of them. I
Or the
can't find them
Roshis?
anymore.
Were Roshis slip on? Remember when that was a
Roaches?
fad?
No, they weren't. They
But,
were
yeah.
tied up.
Back to the voicemail. I don't have a solid answer.
I have my answer
All
for
right,
this
cool.
question.
okay, really quick. Hold on, really quick. I want to let y'all cook, but this was so fascinating that I have to read this. The lady that was throwing up on Lady Gaga, that's what she does. She's like a performance artist. And so, like, she reached out to some dude about why she did it. She said, it was when I was 17, I started exploring performance art, and it was the idea that came to me because I wanted to use my body to create a performance that was about beauty from the inside out. I came up with the idea of actually vomiting a rainbow using my body as a tool to create paintings. It's also about the whole process of the painting. Obviously, the paintings themselves can be beautiful or not, but the whole process behind it is what interested me.
Is there anyone on the pod that would let me puke a rainbow on them?
Well, I technically do eating challenges.
Not
and
going to do it to
fail.
you, Mad Dog.
Thanks.
That's how when I fail.
I'm pretty
eating
sure I would get
challenges-
fired if I puked on you, but if I puked on Billy,
Billy,
they'd be
it's
like,
okay.
"Oh yeah, it's
Content.
It's content."
Yeah.
But if they're like, "Yeah, Donnie puked on a producer at the company,"
What were you
That's
saying, Billy?
wild, dog.
When I fail eating challenges and puke, it's the exact same thing. I totally understand what you're saying.
no, but when you puke, it looks gross. This girl figured out how to puke like a rainbow.
Same.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Billy, whenever I watch your food challenges, they always like you, and I just like I can see it on your face when you're about to lose it. and like your eyes like lower and like it's done. Pack it up. Get the can. He's out.
So what's your answer?
Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places.
Oh,
For like 100. He still sells out 100,000 seat stadiums.
also a serial killer. That's a conspiracy theory.
Really?
Garth Brooks is a serial killer?
Oh,
I haven't heard that.
I've never
Conroy's
heard this.
conspiracy corner.
Apparently, people go into the comments of like his videos and stuff and say, "Where are the bodies, Garth?"
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't there a serial killer who like would go to dead shows and kill people after dead shows?
That sounds very familiar.
Like he'd go after people who were too dosed up on psychedelics and kill them.
Yeah. Was he? Yeah, that sounds very familiar.
Roadie killer or something? Roadie serial killer. Caesar Barone.
Yo, this is like a whole thing. I'm reading this article about where are the bodies. It's like a whole thing. People think. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I mean, there was a very famous murder, the murder of Meredith Hunter. I think it's like Hell's Angels, because they were used as security at the Grateful Dead shows, and then they maybe murdered a girl. But
Wow. What else
Yeah.
is the what else is y'all's for the question?
Wait, what was the question?
A song that you would want to sing
I would-
like you were the artist and you wrote the song.
Bohemian Rhapsody would be a good one.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
if you did
Gorgeous one. Yes.
Freddie Mercury's last show, which was at Wimbledon, like what was that famous show he did?
The Live AIDS one.
Yeah, Live Aid.
Yeah.
That looked pretty lit.
I've like watched that whole concert. That's a good one. Yeah. I
That's
think
a
Bohemian
random
Rhapsody.
song that I know every word to.
I don't
Bohemian
think
Rhapsody.
I know. I don't think it's that random.
I know every word. Even the gotta do the fandango,
It's-
thunderbolt, and like I know all that shit. Galileo. That shit's one of my favorite songs of all time. It's fucking brilliant.
But I think that'd be
Brilliant.
a good one. And,
Yeah,
and people
I was-
know it
I was
to
thinking
like
the same
sing
thing.
it back. Was that yours?
Yeah, I was leaning towards
love that
that.
I love that one. If as a matter of fact, I would do that one too.
It'd be kind of fun being Jimmy Buffett for a day.
And then
Just get- 'cause
so
Parrot heads are
So-
insane. Just go on stage hammered and sing Boat Drinks and Cheeseburger in
Cheeseburger
Paradise. But
Paradise.
I'm not a diehard Jimmy Buffett fan, but he's definitely someone I look up to as a businessman. Like he's a business genius.
Yeah.
Are there any rappers you would want to perform? Like I feel like performing some Jay-Z song
I was just
and
gonna say
like
some Jay-Z
in
song.
Madison Square Garden would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think this is rap. Because when I heard the question, rap is. I don't think it's necessarily. Well, I guess there are certain rappers with very unique voices that would be fun, like a DMX. Like at DMX at the height of his career was probably one of the most entertaining artists of all time. Like he literally had 2 #1 albums in 1 year. That shit is bananas. And his stage energy and presence was just unmatched. So maybe like a DMX song, or to your point, Jay-Z at the height of his career, it would be Public Service Announcement. That shit.
One of my
is
favorite songs.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is a banger, dog. So like maybe that one, or
The Black Album was incredible.
Yeah,
Almost-
I got
yeah.
a rap. Okay, a rap song that I feel like the reason why Lil Wayne is in my top 10 is because of one song, BMJR. That he will always be in my top 10 because he made that fucking track, dog. I don't even know if that's a banger to his crowd like that. I've never been to a Wayne concert, but to me that was one of the greatest rap songs of all time. That shit is fucking no hook, just ball. So I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's still there.
Oh, can I add a rap song?
Oh, y'all didn't hear me?
Yeah. Just you cut out for a second.
Oh, shoot.
That you're saying like the Lil Wayne people. Don't know if it's.
I was just saying I don't know if they a fan of that song. Like it's not like a pop hit. It's like it's on a Carter 1, I think, or 2. 1 or 2. I think it's 2. But BMJR, yeah, it's just one of the greatest rap songs of all time in my opinion.
If you guys like watching concert footage, Martin Scorsese's The Last Waltz, which is all about the band. I have a friend who watches that maybe once a week. It's actually kind of concerning, but it is a very good documentary.
Can I?
Or
Put,
it's pretty much just a live concert.
can I put one rap
You about
song
to
on mine?
say One Direction?
No. No. It's one. If you put rap in my brain, "Get Off My Dick" by J. Cole. I would love to do that one.
Do you know the words?
I know every single word to that song. I love that song, and
That's
that was
hilarious.
like my workout song in high school when I like didn't swear. I would sing that. But that's a really fucking good song. So that I want to put that on there. But I still sticking with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Billy.
Axl Rose has been said to have the greatest voice of all time from like a range perspective. That he can. So I mean, Sweet Child of Mine. If you could perform it like Axl Rose, then you'd be the greatest singer ever. Like from a voice perspective, like he rivals. He has the greatest range of any singer.
Wow, he can do 6 octaves. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've actually never heard really. I probably have heard some Guns N' Roses, but I've never really dug into the no catalog.
Axl Rose has a larger vocal range than Mariah Carey.
Yeah, Mariah Carey gets touted with that because her register has a very high one, and that high pitch one is like nobody could do that. But yeah, there's a bunch of people. Well, not a bunch, but there's a few people with higher ranges or more range than she does. I didn't know that, but Ariana Grande has a crazy range too.
Yeah, she can do those like whistle notes.
Yeah, she can do what Mariah Carey does. Wow, I didn't know. This is wild. 6 octaves is not a thing. That shit is not a thing, dog.
Yeah. And Guns N' Roses is sick. Axl Rose is kind of a dick, but great voice. Art from the artist.
Yeah. Did you go Big T? Oh, you did. You went Garth Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, you forgot mine. What the
Oh,
hell?
yeah.
Fuck.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
Sorry,
shit.
sorry,
my
sorry.
bad, Avery. My bad,
Michael
dog.
Jackson. Easy.
Which one?
Oh, which one?
Thriller.
See, Thriller's the obvious pick, but fuck. I think Smooth Criminal might be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Actually, I think his biggest banger would probably be Billie Jean, dog.
Yeah.
Billie
Let me see. There was one that I was thinking.
Oh, to be Mike and dancing. Oh,
Yeah.
man. I didn't even consider that,
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think Billie Jean would be the best one.
Because Billie Jean was the first time publicly and live he did the moonwalk, which changed the entire game. Nobody had ever seen it before.
Yeah, I changed your mind.
He jacked it for some street dancing cats that he gave credit to because he's a real one and innocent. But that was the first time publicly that anybody has seen the moonwalk on that stage, and he just changed the game. He revolutionized the dance. Mike is the GOAT, man. I miss
Yeah.
Mike.
Can anyone hear Moonwalk?
I can't. with
Hey,
socks
you should go to the show when you come next week.
Absolutely. You told me about it. I didn't know that it was there. I'm definitely going.
Yeah, you have to. It's so good.
Who's
Yeah, I'm
performing?
going, dog.
The Michael Jackson on Broadway.
Oh,
I talked about it briefly on a couple podcasts before this, but
okay.
so good.
Yup. I'm in. All right, Maddie, fire the next one off.
on. Okay.
Yo, Macrodosing, Mike from Chicago. Huge fan of the pod. On your last episode, you guys were talking about The Last of Us, and as a huge fan of that show and the original Walking Dead, my friends and I have had a lot of conversations about, if an apocalyptic event happened, kind of what would your plan be? Where would you go? Who and what would you take with you? How would you get out of a major city if you were kind of ground zero for something like that? So interested to hear what you guys would say, but keep up the good work and keep the Bears in downtown Chicago. Later.
I can only do so much about that.
Billy's pretty much a prepper, so you probably have a full plan like already
Wait,
worked
so
out.
what was the actual question?
So
I was listening.
if you were in a Last of Us, a zombie apocalypse type of situation,
Just an apocalypse.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be zombies.
yeah, if you were in an end of world situation, how would you, try to survive? What would you try to do? How would you get out? He said if like you were in a major city, how would you try to get out of there? If that's like where it starts, like us, if something started in New York, we're all screwed, but something like that. Basically, what would you do? Billy, if you are watching The Last of Us, Billy is kind of giving Bill from The Last of Us.
Who's Bill? Oh yeah. No, I do not. But Bill's setup is amazing. Bill has like the best setup. Let's not get into Last of Us. But honestly, escaping from New York in a case of a major tragedy, the best way would be by water.
I was just,
Boat.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
yeah.
We just boat
Dirty
out.
water,
Like
Don.
the bridges
Call
would go
him off.
down. Yeah.
Don, remember? I'm sorry we could get those sweatshirts.
Call up Dirty Water Don when you get to the Alpine Marina in New Jersey.
No, even then, when you'd have to, the best way would be take the Hudson up to upstate New York, because you want to get to the closest freshwater source, because away from the population, because the looting. I mean, if you look at every major disaster in the past like 30 years, the traffic that's caused, the looting that occurs after, you want to be away from the population centers. You want to get to the place with the best resources, which is the Great Lakes region. 'Cause they have
Counterpoint.
fresh water.
I went to upstate New York pretty recently, and that place is pretty much already a zombie apocalypse. So can't imagine what it's like when shit really hits the fan.
Yeah, honestly, I'd try to follow train tracks up to the Great Lakes region, because that would maintain your, like, it would be a straight path, and it would be clear of like all the havoc that would happen on the highways in an evacuation scenario.
We can go to my house.
You would have to take the Erie Canal, which might not be operating because they have to use the lifts, the locks and lifts to get you through that. But you could just hike from a certain point and then get to the Great Lakes.
I mean, yeah, just getting on those train tracks. So like if you map out the train tracks in upstate New York, they're very far from populated areas, a lot of them, for the transit ones.
Yeah.
So just follow the rail tracks.
Wait,
that's
so
gonna be the
first
best way.
follow the Hudson to the train
Get
tracks?
out of the tri-state, try to get to the trail tracks. In my real plan is, if like a bomb gets dropped, a nuclear bomb gets dropped, let's say a tactical nuke in Ukraine, I'm like hightailing out of here, like ASAP. I'm just like,
Where are you going?
I got a place.
Oh.
Are you allowed to tell us what the place is?
Look,
You have a plan already?
Is the place just your
literally,
house?
We have chemical, like 3 chemical incidences have occurred in the past like week, and there's balloons. I mean, look, if you're not planning for this kind of stuff, the signs are all there.
Billy is so Bill from The Last of Us.
My older brother lives in sort of rural New Mexico, so maybe I would try to make it out there. I'd feel
That'd be
safer
hard.
there than New York. Yeah, I mean that's
hard.
You got to cross the entire country. So yeah, I like the idea of taking the Hudson up.
I mean, because the thing is, there's a ton of people who don't know how to operate without civilization and society in these, concrete jungles that were built.
Me.
And you're going to have all those people looking for stability and resources, and it's going to be insane.
Can I ask a question? We were actually talking about this upstairs because they asked this on the bracket. The same question. Why are you not just putting a bullet in your head and being like, I don't want to deal with this? I don't think I'm going to try it. I don't think I would become a Joel. I don't think I would become a hero situation.
You don't have to
think I
become
can
a
do it.
hero, but you can at least try.
But then, but also we were saying like, okay, so you're in an apocalypse type situation. What is there to live for? Like, it's your whole life is going to be desolate. Everyone you know is going to die. There's going to be no resources. You're going to be unhappy. What's the point? Like, why not just die now and you don't have to do anything?
A gigantic warlord in an apocalyptic scenario and being like the king of like a small patch of land.
like
that's pretty sick.
Reinventing society.
I'm kidding.
Like,
I think that Donnie, you hit the nail on the head. That's what you survive for, in my opinion.
It's like seeing the other side of it.
No, you reinvent society. You know what I'm saying? You organize and you create other survivalists, because they're probably some of the cream of the crop, or they're either the cream of the crop or they know how to hide really well. And you think you need both, right? You need doers and you need to get it doners, right? And so I think when you reorganize society, you really get to do it the right way. You know what I mean? Let's set up by a fresh water source. Let's start agriculture, and let's build a community of people that care about each other and care about the surrounding environment. And then we run into Billy's ass. We just kill him. No questions asked. All these fucking, all these goddamn imperialists that want to just take over resources and just get greedy during that time.
No.
That we off them. We off them.
I like that, Arian.
Yeah.
I think I'd put a bullet in my head.
I was joking about the warlord part.
I don't think you were.
I think, yeah.
We've had a couple like apocalyptic or like in a forest scenarios where your first instinct is to kill off people, fam.
No, it isn't. It's not to kill people.
Yeah, it's to survive then to kill people.
No, it's to acquire resources.
And you have to kill people to do
When
that.
did I ever say to kill people?
It's
Didn't you want to kill Big T?
sometimes-
No,
You have to kill people to acquire their resources.
That was PFT who was gaslighting everybody into trying to fight each other.
Oh, so now you're blaming PFT because he's
Yeah,
not here?
yeah. That type of manipulation wouldn't fly in the new society.
Interesting.
Write your top 5 commandments in the new society.
Nope.
These are the top 5 Billy laws
Nope.
in the new society. Go, Billy.
Remember, we made a point. We said anytime you're writing any sort of document that sort of relates like a manifesto, that's like you're going down the wrong hole. That was like one of the first rules of macrodosing. No manifestos.
Yeah, but I feel like if we're reinventing a new society, you have to have laws.
Like a constitution.
Ape, not kill ape.
That would be a good first law. No stealing.
No stealing. Yeah.
So no killing, no stealing.
No assaulting.
And that's it.
I
No
just
killing,
don't know
no
how
stealing,
well
no
those are
assaulting.
gonna-
No rape.
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah.
assault. That could be categorized under
Yeah.
assault,
Yeah,
though,
so-
no?
yeah.
Sexual assault.
Yeah, true.
I like those 3.
How do people? How do you follow or? Well, how do you punish people for not following rules if you're in like a post-apocalypse? Like, how you
Yeah,
do checks
where
and
do-
balances?
yeah.
Where
this
we
is-
stand on
this is-
capital punishment.
This is good.
In the
Jesus
apocalypse?
Christ. How you go from like punishment from like,
Yeah, like stealing a loaf
breaking a
of
law
bread.
to like killing them. Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, what happens if they
yeah,
break
no.
rule number 1?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's tough. I don't believe killing is a thing, but there has to be some kind of threat of violence in order to enforce laws. I think that's just a byproduct of society.
I just don't get
Okay,
how.
Warlord Arian.
I feel like if it's the end of the world,
That's just
people are-
life. That's life. Life is violence, and you have to have the threat of violence in order to enforce laws. You have to in any peaceful society. There has to be a threat of violence. You don't have to enact it, but you have to have the threat of violence.
So monopoly on violence to enforce laws?
What the fuck does that even mean?
That is the only way, honestly.
Damn.
Like you're the only one that can enact the violence, kind of thing.
No, I think you'd have to have a communal effort. I think that would be the most, I guess, constructive way to do it. So, but I think that this is why I'm a pessimist. The greed of human nature will always, supersede the collective good. I think personally, but I think there are you can build a community of good people, but there's gonna be some fucker that comes along and tries to infect it with dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's sort of like how communism can work if it's just a small group of people, but when you try to apply it to a whole country, then it starts to get pretty fucky. But if it's just like a small group of people who know each other, there are ways to we're just going to share everything, you
Yep.
know? And
Yeah.
it that has worked at times. It's more just, it's never worked as like an overall system for an entire country.
Yeah.
Well, nothing has worked. No system has worked.
Yeah.
I would argue. Nothing has worked.
Yeah. I think small scale, you can say things have worked and
Yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, there
Well,
are,
then we have to define what does work to mean, you know?
Yeah, what does work to mean? Because I think it just,
whoever has the most. Who?
what
Also,
is,
do you have currency?
I mean, the thing is, capitalism has proven to bring the most people out of poverty ever. Like, that is on paper.
This isn't true.
No, that's actually true. That's a fact.
This is not true.
That is true.
No, that's 100% a fact. I mean, obviously,
you're
got
not gonna
negative.
Y'all can do this if you want to.
That is true.
No, I mean that's just true.
I mean,
it's had a lot of negative side effects too,
It
but
is
it's
true,
been proven to
but-
raise the most people out of poverty.
Not true.
It has been proven.
Why do you say that's not true?
There has been multiple societies that have been brought out of poverty because of other social systems.
Like,
That has nothing to do with what they say. I'm letting myself get sucked back into it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Good for you. I was not prepped for this conversation. I've argued these points.
Yeah, let's move on to.
I could absolutely argue that shit though.
No, you could not. No, you could not.
Yes, I could. Okay, at the height of when Cuba was going down that bad rabbit hole and they were demonized, right? They had a higher literacy rate than America did. They had lower mortality for death, for infancy. There's plenty of positives that have came from other systems outside of capitalism, but it's all demonized because we put embargoes on every single culture that has anything else but capitalism. But like I said, I don't have the data in front of me, and I'll argue those points later. We should get into that because there's great arguments to be had and to be made.
China's embrace. The thing is, there is the point that China's statistics have kind of skewed that measure of capitalism bringing the most people out of poverty because there's literally such a large population.
Well, and also China, like, they raised a lot of people out of poverty by embracing many aspects of capitalism. Like, I would say now, like, China is a very capitalistic place. If you go there, I mean, it's like one of the most commercial, materialistic places in the world right now. Like, luxury goods are more expensive there than they are here just because they're valued so much. But no, I'd say China is like their economy is capitalistic with the caveat that the government can just show up and take control of your business if they want. But they started to lift everybody out of poverty when they started to adopt forms of capitalism. But let's save this for another podcast.
I'm with that.
Next voicemail.
Hey, beautiful people. This is Lucy from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. And I just had a question. So I'm actually planning on moving out of the country after I graduate university. And in spring, straight out my I'm actually planning on moving to Edinburgh, Scotland. And I'm sort of making a to-do list of things I want to do before I leave, like revenge I want to enact on people I want to admit that I like or don't like. And I'm just wondering what would be your list of things you would do if you were leaving the country. Thanks, guys. Bye.
I heard her, but it was kind of cutting out for me. What did she say?
So she's moving from Canada to Scotland after she graduates college, and she wants to know, like, what should she do? Should she burn bridges? Should she admit to people that she's in love with them? Like, what would be on your to-do list if you're, like, basically piecing out of America to move to, like, Europe and go play European football?
Oh, it's just like up and leaving her environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Shout out to female Macrodosian though.
Yeah, I mean,
first and foremost.
my favorites.
Yeah. No, you don't burn bridges though. What kind of sinister shit? Why would you do that?
If I had a big crush on someone, I would be like, look, I'm leaving, rom-com this shit, I'm in love with you, see what happens.
Yeah. I don't think that move is what it used to be because the technology in order to keep in contact with people is there. So it's not like I'm never gonna see you again. It's like we could definitely FaceTime or whatever. So
yeah, but it's harder to FaceTime and admit you're in love with someone versus just saying like, I'm in love with you, I'm moving to Europe, and then you're like, okay, let's try to make this work. I just watched a movie about that last night.
But it would almost suck so much more if they're like, I love you too, and you're like, well, fuck, I'm leaving the country.
Well, then maybe you pull like a Rachel and Ross, and you're like, I didn't get on the plane.
Yeah. I mean, as someone who lived abroad for a while, I never burnt too many bridges because I'm like, I'm coming back to the U.S. at least twice a year, and I'll probably see all you guys again. So I'm trying to think if I've ever just burnt a bridge and fucked off. I think it's more just it's a time for you to, once you leave the country, just choose who you want to keep in touch with and who you want to leave out of your life, because it is a convenient way to just cut ties with people. If you're like, normally when I'm here in the US, I always have to hang out with this person. I always have to see him. Once you're abroad, you can be like, all right, I'm going to use this as like a way to just stop seeing them. And when you come back to the US, only see the people you want to see.
Definitely get some sort of line of credit that you never plan on paying back and just hightailing out the country.
I knew like 3 or 4 people in China, and I was like, oh, why'd you move here? And they're like, I didn't want to pay my college loans. So just moved to China. And apparently if you don't pay them for a certain amount of time, they eventually just like throw them out or forget about them. It might be like 5 or 10 years.
No extradition.
College loans here?
Yeah, they had college loans back in the US, and they moved to China, and they were like, yeah, I guess my parents get mail about my loans like every month. But they were like, after 6 or 7 years, they kind of like, they just give up on getting the loans. And they were like, yeah, I'll move back to the US once they give up trying to get the loans.
That's what can they garnish wages overseas?
Garnish wages, like take away your wages?
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
But student loans are the only
not
thing.
In China.
Student loans are like the hardest one. That they're the only ones that like survive bankruptcy. Like if you declare bankruptcy, it still doesn't expunge your student loans. So I don't know how that would be.
I get why they put that law into effect, because coming out of school with 0 assets, it would be pretty easy just to declare bankruptcy there and then and get rid of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I guess there's a rumor that if you don't pay for 7 years, they just, I know people with student loans with longer than that.
But if you don't pay them.
Yeah, if you don't pay for a full 7 years and avoid.
Because the collection people won't go to China.
No, they're definitely not going to go to China.
7 years in China, you're just banished.
Do they go away?
Imagine if you come back after 7 years, like, thank God. And then you just like get off and some alarm starts going and they're like, he's back.
It says that a lot of the big credit bureaus remove the default status and late payments from your report 7 years after the first missed payment that led to the loan defaulting and being charged off.
I'd get the money from a loan shark, someone who wouldn't have any type of records.
Yeah.
So if you move to China for 7 years, don't make a single payment on your student loans, you come back and they just no longer exist?
It could be 10 years. I don't know. I mean, this is not something I recommend doing, but I knew a few people who were like, yeah, they keep on asking my parents, but I'm just not going to pay them and not move back to the US for a while.
Interesting.
Yeah, so to the lady, I would say just if you got anybody trying to holla at them. Kiss and hug the people that you love. Goodbye. And enjoy your new journey, man. Hopefully it's a good one.
Have fun in Edinburgh. That's
Scotland's a cool place, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Favorite city.
Eat some haggis. That's like
nasty.
the only type of Scottish food I know.
If you moved somewhere like that, which is so close to the goddamn Arctic Circle, you better have a crazy vitamin D ratio, like getting the sun, like buy a freaking like solar lamp to get the sun.
Get your vitamin D.
The sun shines in Scotland, though. I mean,
in Edinburgh,
yeah,
it is
Edinburgh,
so close to the Arctic Circle. That's when you start getting into like the super long nights.
the super long nights, but it's not super cold. Like I don't think it's not colder than New York.
Right. There's still the Gulf Stream.
Yeah.
Scotland, it stayed light, really late.
Yeah. So
Just for half the year, though.
Yeah, when we were there.
Well, yeah, you
at
were there in
least.
summer, so yeah.
So, I don't know. Just figure out
vitamin D.
the environmental factors.
I heard a quote about Glasgow, Scotland, and Edinburgh, Scotland, and it was Edinburgh is the really attractive lady, who is kind of high maintenance. You got to take on like fancy dates, and then Glasgow's the chubby chick that will show you a good time.
Glasgow headbutt.
The Glasgow headbutt.
The Glasgow kiss.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
a headbutt.
that's the headbutt. Yep, they do love to fight there, but
Talking to my bird.
they're not going to fight an American girl, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
All right, should we move on?
Yep.
You.
Hey, what's up? My name's Joey. I'm from LA. And, like, dude, I just have no idea what savory means, like, at all. Like, I got the other taste down, you know? I know what sweet is. I know what salty is. But, like, people just keep telling me, oh, yeah, savory. Like, it's not sweet. Like, okay.
Oh, savory
Oh, like, that doesn't help. Like, how do you learn what it tastes means? How do you learn what something tastes like?
I got a good way to describe this.
I don't get it. Also, I've never listened to the pod, so like, I don't know if this really fits with you guys.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I was like, this is a weird question for Macrodosing.
I thought the end was funny.
No, it's so.
Did you hear it, Arian?
Nah, I couldn't hear that one.
He wanted to know how to describe the word savory. He was like, I know what sweet means and I know what sour means, but like, what does savory mean? How do you just?
Well, I reject. I mean, how would you describe something tasting sweet without using the word sweet?
Right, it's the same thing.
Sugary, which I think savory means salty.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
But salty,
Yeah.
but also
or rich flavor.
Yeah,
But you can have a rich dessert too.
yeah. Dinner is savory. Dessert is sweet.
Yeah, and I think it probably comes down to something sweet if there's more sugar than salt, and something savory if there's more salt than sugar.
That's probably the ratio.
Yeah, which
I would
mean,
say like juicy is how I would describe savory. Like a juicy
Like a-
steak is
a savory steak.
Yeah, steak is savory.
Yeah, and sweet and savory is the best combo of all time.
Like, what's one thing that's like sweet and savory?
That's like when you get like a sweet glaze, like a maple sugar, like a brown sugar glaze on your ribs or something like that. You know, like a lot of barbecue sauces are very sweet because they go well with the salty, savory meat.
Barbecue, I would say, is kind of sweet. I mean, it's not exactly savory. Like ribs,
Yeah, because they'll
Maybe
have like
call me
a
crazy.
sweet sauce.
well, it depends.
I think they like to do like a sweet sauce on a lot of
Yeah.
barbecue. What's another good, like mango habanero wings? That's the
Good flavor.
Yeah, you got sweet, you got savory, and you got spicy. How about, can any of you guys explain what the taste umami is?
One way I heard described
As a
it one time, it's like
burger.
on the it's on the front of your tongue, like it's really in your face as soon as you bite into it. Like it doesn't take long for the taste to develop in your mouth. I don't know if that's correct. I have an umami seasoning from Trader Joe's at my house that I put on everything, and I don't know what it does.
I don't think I've ever had it. I've had umami burger.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'm sure you've had things that have a lot of umami flavor. You just haven't known it's called that.
Right.
I don't think the internet's working here, but if I could bring up a list of like umami foods.
It's like a lot of Asian foods, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right here it just says seafood, meats, aged cheeses, seaweed, soy foods, mushrooms, tomatoes, kimchi, green tea. I don't know.
Never understand the tea thing. Tea is just weird to me.
Do you drink coffee?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I drank some coffee this morning and it didn't wake me up. It just made me feel very jittery. but it wasn't Stella Blue coffee, which I think that was the problem.
Yeah.
All right, we
I don't
did.
think they don't sponsor this podcast, do they?
No, but
But it's Big Cat.
yeah.
We love Stella Blue. Next voicemail, please.
Never had it.
Hey guys, my name's Abby. I'm from Toronto. I'm one of the small number of girl Macrodosians. My question is for Arian, and it's who would you let and who would you not let babysit your kids from the Macrodosing crew? Thank you guys. See you later.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Shout out to another female Macrodosian.
Canadian female Macrodosians. Which
Yeah, that's
I found
wild.
interesting.
I definitely. Oh, I don't think this is an indictment. I just think there are people that have not had kids and been around kids in a capacity like that. So it's not like I think you're a bad person, but I mean, I vet everybody who I have watched my kids anyway. So,
Before you answer this, I do know CPR.
okay. Hopefully my kids don't need it while you're watching them. Yeah, but I don't think Billy, I don't think I'd let you watch my kids.
Shocking.
Donnie, I don't think I'd let you watch my kids, man. No offense.
I used to
said.
babysit every once in a while.
Yeah, no, I just
back
don't
in
know
high
you
school.
like that. It don't even,
Okay, yeah.
I don't even
true.
got nothing to do. Yeah, I just don't know you like that.
True.
Big T, I don't think you like kids. So it's a no for me.
There's no way for me to respond to that. That's good.
All right, true then.
Yeah.
You either you can't say I love kids, and then you can't say yeah I hate children. So
You can say I love kids without the,
I am
pedophilic implementation.
I am indifferent to children.
Yeah,
Also makes sense.
I need somebody who loves kids, man, in a non-sexual way. Avery, no, Avery. I think you're just a little too young. Still got some partying left in you.
All right.
You might get a DM slide and it might distract you or whatever.
I'll take that.
PFT. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. He's older. He's older. He don't got shit to do. Maddie, yeah, absolutely. Maddie can. Women in general, it'd be hard pressed for me to say no to a woman. You have to be, something's got to be wrong with you, because like women in general are very caring individuals, and Maddie seems like a very sweet, loving individual that will take care of my children.
Thank you. I have watched Barstool Kate cash it, her son.
Oh,
I
really?
babysat him here. Yeah, and he is the coolest baby on planet Earth. But
Perfect.
yeah,
See?
I've babysat coworkers' kids before, so I have experience.
Would you
Right.
let
And he
me?
was chill.
Would you let me coach your son in like a day camp sort of thing?
And what?
Any
in
sport,
football?
just like just
No.
a sports camp. No, not like just like he's going to a day
You
camp.
gonna teach them how to lift, bro? They too young to lift.
No,
What
we're
you
just
gonna teach 'em?
just like running like 7-on-7 flag football.
Well, his dad is
Yeah,
also
if it-
Arian Foster.
Like you send
yeah,
him
that's
to
what I'm
send him
saying.
to day camp, and Billy's the counselor.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You're like, you got army fatigue pants on and black paint under your eyes, and you're like, listen, we're gonna learn football today. Yeah.
Boys
Yeah,
will
I'm
learn
with that.
today.
I got fired as a camp counselor.
For what?
Whoa, well, definitely not you then.
Well, no, I was actually a great counselor. All my campers loved me. But I had a day off, and on my day off, I was at a party. At the end of the party, someone offered me a nug of weed, and I was like, I guess I'll take it. And I put it in my pocket, went back to camp, and the camp was doing my laundry and found a nug of weed in my pants. And so
that's weak. Yeah.
when all
that's
my
weak.
campers were at lunch, they called me into the office and they're like, you need to leave camp now. And then all my campers came back after lunch and I was just gone. And they were like, where the fuck did he go? And I talked to the other counselor. They're like, they were pretty sad that he just disappeared over lunch.
How long ago was this? Because weed is not looked at as that unfavorable nowadays.
Yeah, this was back when I was this pre-college? Maybe I was going into my senior year of high school.
Okay, that makes sense. So it was what? It was like 2004, 5, 3, around there, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think weed was a little more frowned upon back then. But even then, it's not like cocaine. Even if it was, be like, hey, the kids love you. Don't do this shit around them. Like, oh no, they didn't give you a chance to explain yourself. They was just like leave because of a little.
They were just like leave. And my parents had left the country at that point, and so I had to go and live at my grandparents' house for a week.
Damn.
But that was cool. That was chill. But it was very awkward just being dropped off at my grandparents and having to explain to them I was kicked out of camp for weed.
Unreal.
All right, next one.
Yep.
Also,
It's my last one before I got a shake. I have a doctor's appointment I have to get to.
Also, I'm glad that I'm the only one, basically, with PFT that is allowed to watch the kids.
What's up,
Yeah.
Macrodosing? This is Brian from New Jersey. I love the pod. Listen every week. My question for you guys is, if the end of the world happens, some kind of apocalypse, whatever
Wait, did I just do this one?
version of that you guys think it is,
It sounds like
what's your outfit going to be?
Oh,
For the end of
outfit.
times? Like,
Oh,
what's your
outfit.
outfit going to be? Personally, I think I'm just going to dress like Stone Cold Steve Austin with like the double knee braces and the jean shorts. And I'm just going to go whoop some ass until it's my time to go. But let me know what you think. All right, guys. Thanks.
Outfit in the apocalypse.
It's got to be Rambo with the freaking 50 cals around your chest.
Definitely invest in a vest
a
to
bulletproof one.
protect
Like a bulletproof vest?
your investment.
But you know you about to die, right? That was the whole premise. Like you
Well,
know
it's
you
the
about
apocalypse.
Oh,
to go. Yeah, I'm in my slides. I'm in my flip flops, cool little shorts. I'm chilling.
quick tip. Hypothetically, if it's a zombie apocalypse, a lot of animal trainers wrap their wrists in duct tape. So if they get bitten, it doesn't sever a vein. And prevent bites in order. So if like it is zombies and you got to fight them with your hands, just be good to duct tape your forearms.
I might wear a wetsuit, something like that, because then if it's like a flood or a tsunami or a hurricane or a zombie apocalypse, like it's hard to bite someone and break the skin if you're wearing a wetsuit.
A shark chainmail wetsuit.
Yeah.
You know those chainmail wetsuits they have for shark diving?
Yeah.
If zombies bite animals, do they turn into zombies too?
I Am Legend had zombie animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw I Am Legend trending today because all the stuff going on. Great movie.
I think it's trending because they announced they're making a sequel as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't click on it.
Oh,
I
love
mean,
that.
Will Smith just wants whatever movie they'll give him at this point.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith. Oh, so the alternate ending is going to be canon.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's a
that's
hot-
very
it's a-
weird that they're using the alternate ending to
what-
lead into
Because he
this one.
survives.
What
in the
happened
alter-
in the alternate ending?
I think he gets out and survives.
How?
I think through like some tunnel.
Isn't it like in the alternate ending he realizes that he's the bad guy and that like the zombies are actually not bad people?
Well, because the end of the movie, right, is him.
I haven't even seen the actual movie.
Oh, really?
No.
The end of the movie, if you haven't seen it, it's from like 2005. If you haven't seen it by now, that's on you. He's like locked himself in a room, and the zombies are basically about to like beat down the door and kill him. He's just like waiting in there to die. So I am unaware of what the alternate ending is, or how it could be, how the film could continue.
I heard that crazy thing about the alternate ending that it turns out the zombies like aren't bad.
I thought in the alternate ending, he basically just escapes to whatever safe place there was.
Any movie where the actor can keep your interest and that's like the only person in it, is just phenomenal. Like we don't give enough credit to like him, Tom Hanks on Castaway, like shit like that is just phenomenal. Like you're the only person in the movie and we still interested. That's wild, dog.
Oh, is this why Jane Smith posted the video of him crying? Because he didn't get picked for the sequel?
That would be kind of funny if that's the case. Yeah, no.
Who's crying?
Jaden Smith.
Oh, there's just a video trending of him crying?
Yeah, because he posted it.
Dude, the last movie he made with Jaden sucked. So Will's probably like, all right, you're going to have to sit this one out. I'm using Michael B. Jordan.
Which
Michael B. Jordan's my on-screen son now.
Leaving Earth or
After Earth?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't bad like that, but it wasn't the best type of movie. I get that.
I think it was Scientology. Wasn't it Scientology propaganda?
I may have heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the I Am Legend alternate ending, he learns that the vampire-like creatures are only attacking his home because the creature's leader is the significant other of his latest test subject that he had kidnapped to try to create a cure.
Oh, yeah.
Realizing that the creatures are still intelligent and have a form of communication and have developed their own society, he lets the test subject go and realizes that he's the one who's become a monster.
Whoa.
Fire.
So how does that
Deep.
explain why they were all killing the other humans?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I don't know.
Huh.
All right, y'all. It's been real. I got a dip. Wish me luck on my appointment.
Have fun, be safe.
Peace.
So we've actually found PFT. He's escaped the Senor Frogs, and he's back on here to answer some voicemails.
What up?
What's up, bitches? How's it going? I'm coming to you live from Mexico. This is God's country here. Saw some whales this morning.
What type of
Hung out with
whales?
Some lobo merinos, some humpback whales.
Oh,
Some
okay.
big ass humpback whales. They were jumping out of the water. For some reason, humpback whales, like why is every life insurance and like financial services company, why do they love whales? Why are they like, you know what we need in our commercial is a whale?
Because they go to Mexico and they see the whales jumping and they're like, that's sick. We should put it on our logo.
That's probably right. Yeah.
Like you think it's cool, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome. I was just, oh, there's a whale right out there. Right. I'm looking at the ocean right now from my balcony.
And you can
There's
see
a
one?
whale right there. Yeah, I can see one.
That's pretty sick.
Does that make you love life and
I
insurance?
saw its blowhole. It makes me want to pay. It makes me want to reduce my deductibles and set up my family for life within a customized annuity payment. That's what it makes.
Is
me wanna
there?
do.
You said every insurance company. Is there more than one?
I think
can
it's
only
just
think of
Prudential.
one. Prudential is a rock.
It is a rock.
Pacific Life is the
Oh.
whale.
Prudential kind of looks like a whale randomly.
I've seen
logo.
other logos that and commercials that involve whales. It's not just Pacific Life.
Whale logos.
Vineyard Vines.
Yeah.
Every day should feel this
I
good.
meant just insurance, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Oh.
actually seeing that many.
All right. So they adopted the humpback whale as their symbol because it reflects the whale's qualities of persistence, performance, and strength.
What the fuck?
Like whoever says, oh, a humpback whale is very persistent.
They show up every day, lunch pail in hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they
No,
are
they do.
strong just because they're fucking huge.
They're big. I saw this one group of like 4 whales, and it's the mom and the baby. It's cool because like the mom is teaching the baby how to jump out of the water. And so the mom like very gracefully gets out of the water, and then the baby trying to learn how to do it gets out of the water, and they just start flailing, just their limbs going in every different because they don't know how to do it yet. But apparently they jump out of the water because they get barnacles on them, and when they land back in the water, the impact of their body hitting the surface tension knocks the barnacles off. So that's why they do it.
Oh, it's got to feel great.
And also just because it's probably fun.
It's got to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Where are the dads? I'm pretty sure the whale
question,
dads.
Billy.
Good
I'm pretty sure
question.
the whale dads abandon the pods and they have their own like dudes
Yeah.
only pods.
Where are the fathers? Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
fathers, they don't stick around.
That's not consistent.
Gentlemen's only club.
Yeah. I think
Just
they actually
whales.
move a lot like elephants, where they have like pods of
Elephants do the
males.
same thing, right?
Yeah.
Where like all the males hang out and then the moms and babies hang out.
And that's
in
when
their own pods.
that's when the older males discipline the younger males, because like younger males will actually, when they're in must.
Yeah, they'll fuck around and run
Yeah.
over a village.
Yeah.
The guy said that he's been taking people out on this tour for 4 years, almost every day. Every day he's been working, and there's only been one day where he hasn't seen a whale, or a humpback whale, and that one day was because there was a pod of 20 orcas that was swimming around, and they were going hunting. So all the humpback whales were hiding from the orcas, but he'd never seen orcas out here before. Also, fun fact, I just learned when orcas hunt humpback whales, they go for the babies.
Oh yeah.
And they separate them, and they just eat their tongue. They don't eat the rest of the body. They eat their tongue, and then they just like discard the rest of the body. It's like when they catch a great white shark, the orcas will eat the liver. They just like shark liver.
Yeah.
But they're very picky eaters. Those
Yeah,
orcas.
because they're kind of like humans. Like humans are at the top of the food chain, so we can afford to be picky. And orcas, there's really no one fucking with them in the ocean, so they, they're picky eaters because they can be picky eaters.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They don't need to eat everything, I guess.
No. But yeah, damn, they just eat the tongue.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. The baby's tongue.
Yeah, if you're lower on the food chain, you just got to eat whatever you can get your hands on. But not orcas.
You think they hate humpback, like the bigger whales?
I think
You think they have mass envy?
humpback
blue
whales
whale?
hate orcas. I think a lot of animals hate orcas.
I think we're the only people that like orcas.
Yes. I think you're right.
Yeah.
We're the only animals that like orcas. It's like
Yeah.
everyone else is like, those guys suck, and we're like, Free Willy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think like dolphins maybe like sometimes enjoy chilling with them, but I'm pretty sure that orcas will hunt dolphins
Yeah.
too.
So I think orcas literally like like when they're locked up, like other whales would watch blackfish and be like, fuck those guys, keep them locked up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Keep
that's
them
gotta be
locked
so
away.
annoying. It's gotta be so annoying for everybody else in the ocean. Like the one hope that they had was for human beings to step in and just be assholes like we are to every other beautiful species, where we'll go out, like we'll hunt blue whales for their blubber.
Yeah.
We've destroyed habitats of probably quadrillions of bees.
Mhm.
And the sea life is probably like, let's go humans. All right, the humans are going to set their sights on killer whales next, I bet. That'll be nice for me. And then we see them and we're like, let's put them on t-shirts. These things are awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, to orcas' credit, they have never killed a human in the wild. Only in captivity.
We actually don't know if they've killed a human, like since recorded history.
I think since recorded history, though, there was a report of one guy who got like accidentally bit in the leg, but then the orca like realized it was a human and
Because
let go.
orcas will straight up eat moose. If moose are swimming in like between Canadian islands, like
Yeah,
they will eat a moose. They'll attack a moose and kill it.
that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's super fucked up. But
Okay. Now I'm starting to put the pieces together with orcas here because they're super intelligent, right? Like some of the most intelligent animals on Earth. I bet you that like the blackfish orcas, I think they're faking it. I think they're faking their depression to make us feel sorry for them and let them back into the wild because they know us so well.
yeah, but I mean, like if you were locked in that small little pool and just had to swim circles, you'd be pretty depressed too,
Yeah.
and have to do tricks.
Maybe. I mean, it honestly sounds pretty cool. Like get to hang out in Orlando.
Like what? If,
Orlando fucking is the worst place in the country.
Dude, yeah. Maybe
Oh,
if
it's
you
a
hate
bad
medieval
take.
times.
That's a
oh
bad
my god!
take.
What if orcas are so smart that they're only going after the migrants floating over in rafts because they know they can get away with it? That's
I don't know about that, Billy.
I don't think they know about politics.
dude. They're pretty freaking smart.
Yeah. Big T, you just said something about Orlando that I would like to dive into a little bit because I tend to agree with you. I think me and Big T are going to agree that Orlando it can be a fun place.
I
Great
think
city.
if you have kids and you want to bring them down to Disney World, yeah, I'm sure that would be a lot of fun. I'm saying outside of that, yeah,
Still wrong. Head on to iDrive, pal. Greatest mini golf in the world. Good restaurants. Head down to Universal City Walk. Great bars. More good restaurants. One of the most fun places in the world. You couldn't be more off base. Off MLB's new gigantic bases. You're still off.
Wait, guys.
The last time I was there, we tried to go to an Olive Garden. We couldn't get a reservation. The line was out the door. We tried to go to 3 other restaurants, couldn't get a reservation. Ended up having to have dinner at a Denny's.
Okay, nice.
And that was my first night in Orlando. And the second day,
I mean, Dana Beers got married in a Denny's.
yeah, but that was a Las
There's nothing
Vegas
wrong with
Denny's.
Wait.
Amazing golf
Time
in
out.
Orlando.
Time out, guys. Off the coast of Portugal, orcas have been making coordinated attacks on boats without propellers
But they haven't killed anyone in those boats.
because they haven't been able to sink them. I mean, they've sunk. But like maybe that's because they're eating. They know that the boats without propellers have like they might be rafts with like migrants, but they attack the wrong ones.
Let's not go back to the migrants here.
I know, but
But
like
yes, I do remember hearing about that. I think it was like, in the last few years, they started to attack boats off of Portugal.
Jesus.
I think maybe those boats were carrying
I think
food.
these killer
that they
whales
wanted.
are so good at killing that the reason why we don't know if they've killed people in the wild is because they get away with it.
They're like hitmen. They get rid of the
they're
bodies.
so good. They're killer. They're called killer whales for a reason.
Actually, they're called killer whales because they're whale killers. That's like
Yeah,
that's true.
that is true.
Yeah.
I know they're orcas, but like, dude, what if these guys are just so smart they just get away with killing?
I mean, I'm sure they could pull it off, but I don't know. Maybe just humans don't taste great. I mean, we're mostly bones, and
Anyway, back
compared to what they're used to eating, we're a lot of bone and not a lot of.
I think
not a lot of flesh.
On this podcast, Big T would probably taste the best.
don't
Yeah.
start with this again.
He's like,
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
I mean, this is
Like, come on. We actually talked about this while you were away, how your manipulation wouldn't be tolerated.
Yeah,
in a
we
podcast.
mentioned this
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This exact scenario.
Yeah.
What about who would taste better?
No, shut up.
No.
size
I
shaming?
think if you were a dead body, you'd be the most attractive PFT.
So that means that I'm the most attractive alive.
No. Just when you're dead.
Okay, when I'm not fighting back. I have no idea what you guys talked about, and I don't think that I want to.
Probably.
It's exactly what you just did.
Exactly what you
Never.
just
Who cares?
Shall we do some
right.
voicemails?
Let's do it. My computer's running low on battery, so I'm just going to stick it out until it shuts down on everybody. How about that?
That's cool.
That'll be the
That's
end
great.
of the show whenever your computer dies.
Okay, all right, sounds good. I mean, I'm battling through a lot of adversity to be on this podcast right now. I hope everybody appreciates it.
Yeah.
I could be at a pool drinking a giant glass of margarita right now, but I'm not. I'm here with you guys.
You know what's
So
crazy
let's
though?
get it.
Will Compton just arrived in Cabo. Are you gonna link up with him?
Oh, he's down here?
Yeah, I think he just landed.
I'm going to see where he's at. He probably can't afford the resort I'm staying at.
I would be shocked if he could.
Maybe I'll meet him down at like the Tequila Shark Saloon in
Yeah.
downtown Cabo.
Let me
By the way, steroids totally legal here.
Oh yeah, there's anyway, your isn't it crazy that the sun was out today, so I wore my tank and you have to go to Mexico to wear a tank? Pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chose a
Buy a
bad
ticket.
time to go.
Yeah, sun's here.
Sun's out in New York.
Sun's out, guns are out in New York, and hey, you have to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, they got whales up there.
Yeah, just
Sometimes.
depends on which bar you're at.
My older brother used to work on a whale watching boat up in Boston. A lot of humpbacks.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. The tail it takes so long to get to the tail because that back is so crooked. I think I might just become like a full-time whale expert right now.
Isn't
Like,
it wild
I'm just gonna
that
dive into it?
a blue whale is the largest creature that has ever lived on Earth. So even if you go back to the time of dinosaurs, it's still larger than any sort of prehistoric animal.
Not Liplorodons.
I think a blue whale is larger than a Liplorodon.
Are
Oh shit, fuck him up, Billy.
No, I
no,
remember
because-
seeing that a blue whale is like the biggest animal that
Liplorodon.
has ever existed on planet
It
Earth.
is insane that I can pronounce Liplorodon, but I can't pronounce other words.
Like
Okay,
nuclear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Klaus.
He had like
The Klaus.
He said like Floridon like at the tip of his tongue, ready to go.
Liplorodon ferox.
No,
Blue
not
whale's the
size.
largest known animal to have ever lived.
That is
Bigger than
insane.
any
Wow.
dinosaur.
85
Get
feet.
wrecked, Billy.
How? So there's an 85 foot. How long's blue whale?
A blue whale's 100 feet.
Damn. Longest, but I think
it just mass.
blue
too.
whale length 79 feet.
75
Large.
to
Okay,
100.
the longest one ever recorded was 108 feet. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
But we have found some. I don't think we've ever found the largest Liplorodon.
What the fuck's
point.
a Liplorodon?
A Liplorodon is like a gigantic, like basically, it's the closest thing that ever walked Earth to a.
The
what's it
Loch
called?
Ness Monster?
No, why am I blanking on this? It's a Lovecraftian.
Cthulhu?
No, not Cthulhu. Just what is it? Oh my god!
What about
how
the
am I
giant
blanking on this?
redwoods? The giant redwoods are bigger than a blue whale.
And that is, yeah, so it's the largest animal.
Mm-hmm.
But
That is insane.
so there's something larger than a redwood. There's a certain type of tree, which it's a ton of different trees, but they're all connected underground. So it's considered one organism. And that's the largest living organism ever.
Oh, the Leviathan,
Oh, yeah.
named after the biblical creature.
Oh, it's a humongous fungus is the largest living organism.
Oh yeah, it's underneath the ground. It connects all the trees.
Yeah, yeah. All right, shall we do a voicemail?
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
sorry.
No, we're not waiting. We're not waiting to read more Liplorodon facts.
No, but they found there's an extinct whale that might have
We're
been
not
bigger
waiting.
than the blue
We're not
whale.
waiting.
Bullshit.
They,
Donnie
but they've
was
only
right.
they've only found the teeth.
Calling to ask a
don't
question
have
for
to.
you. I was thinking Macrodosing High or Macrodosing University, but if y'all were teachers at a school, what do you think your subject of choice would be, and what would be your vibe as a teacher? You know, I kind of see Big T as the authoritarian history teacher, you know, preaching the Constitution and the Bible every day. Big T or PFT's got that football coach vibe of wears nothing but school swag gear, you know, football shorts and a dry fit t-shirt. Arian's philosophy 101, positive vibes only. Mad Dog, she's the art teacher that's keeping Billy in line in his internet studies course, where he just takes his students on a YouTube rabbit hole deep dive. And Avery's that gym teacher that's going ham with the kids in the class, you know, just whooping them in floor hockey. Anyway, what are you guys' thoughts? What about Macrodosing High? What would it be? Thanks, y'all.
Bro science. Advanced bro science.
Honors bro science.
AP bro science.
Truthfully, I wanted to be a PE teacher. That's what I wanted to do when I went to college, and I was an undeclared individual after my junior year. And my guidance counselor was like, well, here are the options of things that you can get into. And I honestly wanted to become a PE teacher. I feel like that would be the best job of all time. One day I might go, well, no, my dick's on the internet too much now to be a PE teacher. That's probably they probably wouldn't hire me.
What?
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. Well, you put my dick on the internet, you put my balls on the internet.
No, those aren't on the internet.
It's tough to get to a 5-star all-inclusive in Cabo on a PE teacher's salary.
That's very true. It's very true.
I already
Big T.
figured out which one you're at, by the way. I won't say it on the air, but I found the most expensive one.
Don't
how'd you
dox
figure it out?
PFT.
Yeah, don't dox where I'm at, man. I'll put it this way.
The cartel might get him.
Last night at dinner, I looked next to me and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the owner of the Carolina Panthers eating dinner at the table next to me, and it was. I didn't say anything.
No,
to
that
him.
makes sense.
I played it cool. Oh shit, my laptop's about to turn off here in a
Let me
second.
see. Where's the Carolina Panthers coach on vacation?
I would be a PE teacher. I think it'd be the most fun job in the world. I really wanted to do that. I've substitute PE teach before in like elementary school. And I'm really good at PE teaching, I think. It's just basically like let the kids have fun.
I wanted to be a football coach, biology teacher.
Now that's a combo you don't see a lot.
You see a lot of football coach math, and
History.
football coach history.
Yeah.
History.
And they're
big
just
time.
going World War II strategies.
Yeah,
just the whole class. I've
Yeah.
had one of those.
I would teach history. I could see Big T being one of the teachers who just like, he's very quiet and reserved, but then he snaps and takes out a ruler and just fucking slams it against the table.
No, I think I'd be.
Shut up!
I think I'd be the way the guy described PFT, like cool football coach.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that history.
I just don't know how chill.
Maybe like AP US history,
Yeah.
and then coach football.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could see that. I just think the kids would probably start to get on your nerves. And you'd be like,
Maybe some, but like I would establish real early that like, listen, we're not going to put up with any bullshit, but as long as you're not bullshitting, this is going to be a fun time.
don't bullshit a bullshitter and we'll all have a good time.
Correct.
Okay.
I also would not be an art teacher. I can't draw for shit. I'd be like the English teacher that everyone likes and wants to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
That like wears maybe long skirts and clogs.
I had a chemistry teacher who used to go to a lot of fish shows and clearly used to do a lot of psychedelics back in the day. It was chill, but then like she would be trying to teach us something and just completely forget kind of what she was teaching us, and it just made learning chemistry a lot harder.
That when they get that far off stare.
Yeah.
I had a teacher like that.
And sometimes she would just like call up the smartest student in the class and be like, you know what, how about you do this? And then like they would just become the teacher.
I had an art teacher like that, and this is actually really terrible. What I used to do is while she was like distracted about something, I used to go up and take the clock off the wall and fast forward the time to
All right,
when
that's
the
not too
class
bad.
was over, and then we just get out of class early.
So then what happened
Did they not have
moments
watches?
later when she realized what the actual time was and no one else was in the hallway?
It had to do with where the art room was, which wasn't that close to anything, and it was only on a certain class we could do it on a Friday when there wasn't another class coming in next. So
Okay.
it was a perfect crime to get out early.
Awesome. The perfect crime. And she didn't have a watch. She didn't own a
This
watch.
was-
Or a cell phone?
This was 2014. They didn't have those back then.
Yeah.
Well, my computer's about to die. I just want to say I love you guys. I miss you guys, and I would like very much to see you all in your bright, shiny faces next week. Big T, just text the group chat with your guess of where I'm at, and I'll tell you if I'm right or wrong. Or
All
if
right.
you're right or wrong.
All right.
Are we? Arian kicked you off the show, low key. We forgot to tell
And
you.
what did he say?
That you're off the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a part anymore.
Yeah, he's
Why? Because I took 2 days of vacation.
Well,
It
because you've
was
been gone
last
for a little
week.
bit.
he
Well,
has-
he was
I'm gone every year at the Super Bowl for a week. I have no time at the Super Bowl that whole week.
I mean,
I was working.
he,
I worked 70 hours last week at the Super Bowl, so I'm taking 2 days off this podcast.
You
look,
might want
I'm-
to take
Okay.
that up with
Yeah,
your partner. In
Yeah,
crime.
we're just the kids here.
Yeah. Don't kill the middleman.
Aaron used to get every Monday off after wins, but he played for the Texans, so that's not necessarily true. But he used to get spring off and early summer off when he was in the NFL. I can't take 1 day off, 2 days off work.
Well,
We're
I'm
gonna
just
work.
confused why you're willing to go to Cabo for a week, but you would only come to Qatar for 48 hours.
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more booze in Mexico than there is
Yes.
in Qatar.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Senor Frogs?
I drove past the Senor Frogs and I took a picture of it, just sent it to you. I also took another picture outside the pharmacy, which is just like, we have steroids, come in. We have HGH, come in. And there was a picture of Donkey Kong holding a Viagra.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just said,
Oh, my
Golazo.
Golazo. Dude, look for IGF.
What's that?
It's good stuff.
Okay, I'll
some
bring you back some
IGF-1 injections. No, for you. I mean, look, actually, it
doesn't
could
need
cure your baldness. I don't need it. My IGF levels are pristine.
Damn.
900 DLs
I'm not bald yet, Billy.
of T.
I'm not bald yet.
Well,
it's just
it
an
could-
issue
it
that
could
I'm
help.
going to have to deal with. And Big T, I just saw your text in the group chat. Your guess of where I'm at, incorrect. Sorry, buddy.
There-
Also, I might have made up the story about eating next to the Carolina Panthers owner. Just to fuck with you.
Isn't he like that super me saying they're all super rich? What's his name?
David Tepper.
I thought he sold the team though.
No.
Or is he
he's
the guy
new
who
owner.
bought it? Okay.
He's the guy that bought it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, tell Arian you can kiss my ass. I'll just tell him next week.
Oh, are you going to be here next week?
Yeah, I'll be here next week.
I
take
so just check.
one-
We're just checking.
I took 1.5 days off doing this podcast.
Well,
No,
and
sorry.
then Monday is President's Day.
Yeah, it's present. Are you going to be here?
I'm going to be working on President's Day, so
Okay.
I'll be in the office.
Friday's off.
Yeah.
So technically
We might-
that you're not even taking a vacation that day.
Yeah, really.
We
Yeah.
might all get laid off.
Oh yeah, that's Billy's conspiracy. He thinks it's going to be a
Well,
Black Friday.
Or the email that came across was like, hey, just a heads up, the deal is closing, so everybody take the day off. That probably did lead to a number of people being like, okay.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Erica's just going to celebrate. I think she's just like, everybody let's just get hammered on Friday.
Why don't we have a party?
I would.
That would have been a lot more. That would have been better if we had like a company darty for the
Our
purchase.
company,
You should
our
throw a
company
party in
darties-
your backyard.
Yeah.
Can't.
Our company parties even
What
that
happened to
fun
your
ever?
backyard?
There's a whole winter full of dog shit that needs to get a good.
Okay, that's you can
grease
clean
clean.
that up in a half hour.
It's yeah.
Party at Billy's. 10 Macrodosians can come.
Which 10 will choose?
The first 10 that show up.
I say the shortest 10.
The shortest.
I have.
So that's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm sick of
The
hanging out
shortest
around
10.
tall people. Last week I hung out around nothing but tall people for some reason. I was either with Big Cat or Brandon or Justin Fields or JJ Watt or TJ Watt. I'm just sick of being around and taking my picture next to super tall people. It sucks.
I want to find the tallest Macrodosians. I want to know if we have any 7-footers listening to this podcast. That'd be really cool. Or like some just really large. Like I'm talking 600 pounds, but like active 600 pounds.
We should find the tallest and the shortest Macrodosians and then fly them out for like a live show and just take pictures and recreate the Altuve Aaron Judge picture with
Yeah.
the two of them.
But also I want to like hear if we have any power lifters who are listeners, like, you know, like some real like 6'10", 350 pounds deadlift a car types.
For security purposes.
No, we should actually just like have like a not Guinness, you know, Guinness's World
A
Records.
freak
was-
show?
Yeah, like we should have a freak show.
A freak show of our listeners. Do you have any bearded woman listening to this?
Yes, I would have. Let's instead of the science
freaks.
project, let's have a freak show. I know that's like probably
All right,
frowned
yeah, we
upon
need all
nowadays.
the weirdest looking listeners.
But I feel like there's listeners out there who'd be down to be involved in like biggest, heaviest, smallest.
And then so instead of doing the science fair that you guys did, you'll just have like a freak show at the office
An
and they all just have to come and just stand. I mean, it's going to be hard to find freakier looking listeners than the people we
or
already
pets.
have in this office.
Freaky pets too. If you got like a gigantic, like the biggest dog type stuff,
Or like if
just
you got a big pig.
yeah,
living
like
in
a
your
big
house.
pig, or like a really small pig,
Or like a
but not a
snake.
teacup pig, or like a big, yeah, and just bring it, or like a
If anyone has a pet capybara, let me know.
Yeah.
I saw a video on TikTok. Some guy had a pet capybara, and it looked sick. It's almost like having a mini hippo as a pet.
Oh.
A furry mini hippo.
Or I saw that guy in East Palestine who's like, I have a bunch of pet foxes and they didn't do well, but I want to know about your fox keeping. I want to know about your pet fox. I'm still obsessed with this guy who had foxes as pets.
All right, well, if you have a weird pet, let us know.
Yeah.
Or if you just
And they can come
look
to the
weird yourself.
They can
Yeah,
come to the freak show.
foxes seem like they would be the coolest animal to hang out with. Like they're the cuddliest and smartest
Well,
and most conniving.
the domestic foxes they like made super domestic foxes in this Russian experiment in the Soviet Union. Really cool experiment about domestication. We could do a whole show on that, but like I want to know if this guy has one of those foxes or if these are just feral foxes.
Yeah,
I
you
bet
can
he raised them.
domesticate foxes in 2 generations, I think.
Yeah, and then it's like such a cool study. Read it if you have time.
Will
But
do.
yeah, how
All right.
cool would that freak show?
Love
like,
you guys.
Let's not call
I'm
it a
going
freak
down.
show.
All right.
Bye,
Bye,
PFT.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
We can keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
You want more voicemails?
Yeah. Should we just try to have the longest macrodosing of all time?
Well, it's
No.
not going well so far.
No, I
What-
feel like
what-
we should do the longest of all time when at least PFT or Arian are here.
Should we try?
At
to,
least one of them.
Should we try to record the longest podcast of all
No.
time? Oh, come on.
No, I have plans.
No, but like let's
For
take
dinner.
a day. Let's take
Oh
a day.
yeah. I mean, like in the future.
Yeah, like if you
I would,
wanna-
I mean,
plan it.
people have done that for like days.
yeah, it'd be.
But just keep talking. No, but like still gotta be the same people. Probably be a record.
Yeah, but I think we would have to do it from probably more than a day. The longest podcast of all
Longest
time.
podcast ever.
Dude, all right. Dutch team breaks world record for longest podcast, 153 hours.
I'm sorry, I'm not talking for that long.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, wait.
I think that would be fun to try to break. We would have to prep for it. And like, are there rules like you can't use performance enhancing drugs or?
But I want to do like same people. I don't think these guys who did 153 hours did the same people. I think they swapped people out.
How do we eat?
Oh, did they
Shower.
swap?
Yeah, they were swapping out. They were just creating content.
Yeah, it was.
You don't
It
know-
was various podcasts that were recorded
Yeah.
back to back.
That's just a radio
That doesn't count.
studio.
Yeah, that's just a radio show. What the
Like
fuck?
there's some radio stations that have been doing constant content for years.
That's not impressive at all. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
literally like a radio channel is just a live podcast that goes 24 hours.
I say let's get 2 people or a whole group of people out. We'll talk to. Let's hit up Guinness Book of World Records. They should.
I would be willing to try to do that. I've always want to have at least one record.
I think we could get up to 24 hours.
Yeah, we just have to find what it is.
I think we could talk for 24 hours straight. Like this, like our group.
Yeah.
It would get weird.
Yeah, and you could have like special guests come in because that would help the time pass.
But the
fast.
core group can't leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could all chit chat.
All right, but we're not going to do that today.
No,
So
No.
we'll just do.
Let's
we'll
do
just-
another
yeah.
voicemail right now.
Let's do another voicemail.
Hey guys, this is Larry from Lincoln, California. Love the podcast. You guys are all beautiful and gorgeous. Thanks for everything you guys do. My question is, what did you guys want to be when you grow up, when you were a kid? And then second part of that, what are your goals now? Are you guys, do you have different goals, or are you guys happy just continuing to do the podcast, or is there more? I'm interested to hear this from everybody. So anyway, thanks again for everything you do. Bye.
I thought this was a nice question.
Yeah.
I think we've answered it before, but
It
But
was
like the
just
second part of it, like what are your goals now?
So this is about like, what are your goals in life, and are you just happy where you are? If you have something else that you really want to accomplish,
And what did you want to be when you grow up, Donnie?
I mean, my parents sent me an article that was from 2009, where I think I was asked like what my ideal job would be, and I said it would be to have a television show where I travel the world making commentary and experimenting with eating exotic foods.
No way.
And then it goes, as it is unlikely he will find this job, he's also looking for work as an environmental consultant. He is also considering various other options. So, yeah, I did pretty much find that.
You
Fuck the
manifested
haters,
that.
bro.
Yeah, fuck the haters. I mean, it's not a TV show, but hey, TV's fucking old news. So yeah, I'm pretty content. I don't have like a goal where it's like, oh, if only I had a show on TV, I'd be happy. Like I don't, yeah, I'm not like set on that. But yeah, do you have like a long-term goal, Billy?
And what did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a Navy SEAL
Got it.
really badly. But that dream sailed. I wanted to play in the NFL. I actually thought this was my lineup. If I couldn't play in the NFL, go try to be a Navy SEAL. If that didn't work out, I would want to be like a cop at one point. And then I was like, that wasn't popular anymore. But there was like I don't know, a firefighter when I was really little.
When you first took the internship here, did you just see it as like a one summer thing, or did you have any like thoughts in your mind like maybe this would become my full-time job?
There's like 40 dudes that got interviewed for that when I was a senior in high school, and I probably was the only one in that room that had no I had no idea what content creation was. I was just a fan of the podcast. I never wanted to be a podcast. I was like, oh yeah, they're looking for New York tri-state area interns. Hell yeah, here's my freaking resume. 'Cause we had a program senior year of high school where we were applying to internships. So I just sent them. I was like, dude, interning here would be sick. I don't want to intern at
At like a bank
or like an EPA facility down by school. Like I could do this for the internship. That would be way cooler than any of that. And then just sort of 2 months of an internship, and I was like, I gotta go to school because I can't just change my whole like life playing football in college and stuff. Like that's what I dreamed to do my whole life. Because of a 2-month internship, like that doesn't make sense. And I never really understood the gravity of how people would, because then like I was just hanging around with everyone I knew that summer, and then I started venturing out of those circles in college and realizing like, holy shit, this was a way bigger deal than I could have ever imagined this becoming.
Yeah, so you kind of thought just like all your friends were listening to Part of My Take, and they were like, oh yeah, that's cool, you're on it. But then you just like, you're like, oh, everyone knows me as that dude on Part of My Take.
And that was like nothing I ever did in my life before that would ever resonate with people as much as that did.
Yeah,
that was really weird.
Is that the QB of Williams?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're not. Were you all county and what? That county growing up? Like you broke these records? Like no, it's just you appeared on that program for like.
You gave a salamander PowerPoint.
Like you know, were one of these scholars.
Yeah.
Out of high school, like got this grant. No, it's that 2 months.
That is crazy.
And then it's really weird because then everyone expects you to do bar stool quote unquote stuff outside of that, and then like become a person you never thought. I don't know. It's weird.
You're also a very normal person, like outside of this show.
People forget that.
People do forget that.
Is that true? Is he?
I wasn't prepared to concede that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you're like well adjusted.
People think that like you can't take.
Is he well adjusted?
Yeah. Someone asked me the other day. I forget who it was, but someone asked me like if you were like this, you know, all the time, and I was like, actually, Billy is very quiet whenever we've been out in public. Like you really are not like the center of attention type of guy that I think people think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I would agree with that. Like you do have a pet hedgehog at home, but you're not like taking that to parties and being like,
no.
Yeah.
I keep my hedgehog between me and myself.
Yeah. I didn't even know about it. Big T, how about you? What did you want to do before working here?
I mean, obviously, like every kid wants to play sports, but then once I was in like middle school, high school, I wanted to be a sports agent for a long time. So I was going to go to law school. And then I went to college, majored in journalism, still thinking about potentially going to law school. And then I decided I wanted to do something like this. So
Could you, if you weren't working here, could you see yourself being a sports journalist at like Sports Illustrated? Or
I mean, that's what I wanted to do in college. And then I started to do some social media stuff and did the Viceroy program here. And then that's when I was like, well, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Much better than, I would really enjoy being, a beat writer or something like that, which is not a job I think many people would aspire to now, because there's so many different ways, like we do here, obviously, so many different avenues you can do. I would enjoy that, but it's just such a very different thing than what we do, really. Also, it doesn't pay very well. So.
No. I mean, do those people usually need a second job? Like if you're just
no, that's their job.
Okay.
I mean, you're not making like a ton of money starting out.
Yeah.
Like I have a bunch of friends who do that.
But if you were like a beat writer for Tennessee, living down in Tennessee, you wouldn't necessarily need to be making as much money.
Right. Yeah, like I have some guys I went to school with who do that now for newspapers or like Go Vols 24/7, stuff like that. And I like, that seems like an awesome job.
Yeah.
But it's just very different. I enjoy doing this more.
Yeah. And you can still write about Tennessee
yeah,
here,
I can,
which is
and
good.
do, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's like now there's probably a lot of kids in college being like, yeah, I want to work at a place like Barstool Sports.
Right. Yeah.
But like back when I was in college, like there wasn't really a place like Barstool Sports except for Barstool Sports, which was like a small office in Milton with maybe like 12, 15 employees.
Yeah, I would have never gone into content if I literally didn't. I just never thought I'd ever be worth. A lot of people probably agree. There's no reason I should be in front of a microphone or a camera. There's absolutely no reason.
It wasn't really until the Chernin deal when I was like, all right, maybe down the road I could get a job at Barstool, because he was like, we're trying to expand, like we're trying to get a lot bigger. How about Mad Dog and Avery?
Ave?
Do you want to be the next Blattman?
No.
He's coming for Blattman's job.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I honestly don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out.
Do you want to be the next Loud Sean?
No.
Okay.
No, for sure not.
What did you want to be when you were growing up, a hockey player?
When I was growing up, I feel like a hockey player became not a chance once I got to the 6th grade. You kind of know pretty fast who are the good players and who are not. And I was just in the middle of the pack. I knew I was never going to be the best player. That was when I started travel teams. You're not making the A team, you're making the B team, and you're not making the AA team, you're making the A team. So it started to line up with that. But I always wanted to be in sports broadcasting. I started as a journalism major at Quinnipiac, but never panned out. I kind of just found my way here and through the Viceroy program, and that's what it is now.
Did you have anybody you played hockey with? So I played travel baseball with a guy when I was 13. And at this point, I thought I was a pretty good baseball player. I could maybe play at a small college or something. Mm-hmm. And then I saw this guy. He ended up being a 2nd-round draft pick by the Cardinals. And I was like, I don't know. I am nothing close to that. And I was like, I am not a good baseball player.
Yeah.
Did you play with anybody like that?
Yeah, there were a couple players like that. My buddy now, I actually went to college with him. He played at Quinnipiac, Alex Whalen. He plays in the AHL right now. He was just next level high school, just putting up point per game numbers every year. It's tough when you see guys like that and you're just
and realize, I'm not good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. The high school I went to was so small that our largest player on the team, he was the only one to play D1 out of the whole school, and he passed out during training camp and then ended up dropping off the team.
Yeah.
So there was just no one was going pro from my high school.
Yeah.
And Mad Dog, do you want to add anything?
Yeah. So I kind of had a similar path that I've talked about it, like that big T and Avery did where I was a vice president and stuff, but I went into college thinking I was going to work for the payroll of a NFL or MLB team. I wanted to do payroll, which I don't know why.
It's very niche. But
yeah, I was a finance major, and so I was like, oh,
yeah, that's
I wanted to work
practical.
in sports payroll, which doesn't sound very interesting now, but payroll for a professional sports team. And then I wanted to go into like beat writing or like covering a MLB team. And then I got the Viceroy job. And then I was like, wait, I could actually figure out how to work at Barstool from here. Because again, it was kind of like a pipe dream for a really long time. And then, yeah, now I'm here. And I like talked to my professors, like my old professor's class yesterday, like about Barstool. And they were like, what are your like plans now? And I was like, I got here. Like, I just don't plan on leaving anytime soon. That's pretty much the only plan, is that I'm just going to be here for a while. But I don't know, just keep doing this. I kind of like this job. So
Let's
keep
go.
doing this. And then like we have like behind the scenes stuff that's going on that I like. And yeah, but I don't like think about leaving this place ever. So I don't have any like 5-year goals. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll all be leaving on Friday when they do.
Yeah,
massive
or we all
layoffs.
get fired on
Yeah.
Friday. That would suck.
You guys don't do any gambling
I'll be
content.
fucking stepping in shit in Billy's backyard, drinking like
Darty.
a Coors Light, and then get a call. By the way, you're fired.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have no plans on leaving. I like you guys way too much to think about that. So I'm just going to ride this wave. Also, I'm only 23.
That's good.
So I don't know. I have
Yeah.
time to figure out the next goal. I don't know. Vibe.
All right. Should we do one more or should we wrap it up?
Want to do one more and then head out?
One last.
I wish I remember like what order I did these in.
Hi, this is Matthew from Connecticut. I was just curious if anybody out there experiences deja vu whenever they're doing psychedelics. Every time I do psychedelics, everything feels familiar and like I've been there before. Just curious. Thanks.
That's one to end it on.
Yeah. That's one to end it. Am I the only one in this room who has
No, I like.
dabbled?
I've actually never tripped because I don't want to get to that boat. But like little mushrooms while working out, it's pretty sick.
A microdose. I randomly get deja vu, but it's not when I'm doing psychedelics, and I can never like pinpoint it. It's just like a weird feeling, like, oh, I feel like I've been here before, but that just happens at the most random times. On psychedelics, I'm sure it's happened for sure on psychedelics. I've had a weird sensation on psychedelics where like if I'm with someone and like we'll both have just like had a conversation, but then we realize that neither of us have talked or something
Whoa.
like that. Like there definitely has been a time when it's like, yeah, that sounds like a plan. And then like neither of us had actually like talked about what the plan was. And then we're like, wait, did I even tell you that? And they're like, no, did I tell you that?
Actually, what's really bad for this guy is that deja vu is a huge symptom after concussions.
Of concussions, yeah.
Yeah, so I
I've
used
heard
to
about
get
that.
wild deja vu like during high school when I was trying not to tell anyone I had a headache.
Okay, well, that
and then I'd be like, fuck.
that doesn't necessarily mean that the caller like has had a bunch of concussions.
No, but like I don't know what type of psychedelics he's doing, but they might.
Could psychedelics give you a concussion?
Maybe.
No.
No, but by the way, the other day when we were talking about Rihanna having a baby, and I was like, holy fuck, I'm getting crazy deja vu. It happened. Someone clipped it and sent it to me. Someone was trying to talk. I think Arian was trying to talk about Rihanna's baby. And I was like, I don't really give a fuck about like the pop culture drama. I was like, okay, who's Rihanna's baby daddy? And then Arian was like, what does that mean? And I was like, I don't know. What do you mean? What do you care about Rihanna's baby? And it was a conversation we totally had before.
Oh, was he just mad that you used the term baby daddy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But isn't that how people
I thought
talk on those
he
pop-
was mad because you didn't know who ASAP Rocky was, but that makes a lot more sense.
Like, I don't.
Yeah, well, hey, not every
I was just like pretending like we were TMZ or something. Like,
okay,
oh,
yeah.
Who's Rihanna's baby?
Yeah. Are they married?
No.
Oh, so then it technically is a baby daddy? But no, I mean...
Boyfriends? I don't know. Father of her
Yeah.
child.
Father of a child. Yep. That's the preferred nomenclature. All right. And with that, we can wrap it up. If you guys have anything else to say.
No. We put you in the dozen tonight, but that'll be out by now.
Yeah. I had no idea. The last time we were recording, we then immediately
We
hopped
immediately
on
went to the
a
dozen.
Zoom together.
Yeah, so watch that.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything. Do we?
No.
So now I'm going to go on a rant about several conspiracy
Don't do that.
theories.
Yeah.
Nope.
So,
We'll
I will-
pass.
I will-
so there's this
Nope.
airport.
My Dominican Republic baseball videos start dropping next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Good plug. We'll be watching those.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Peace out.
Later.